Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. Feel like I'm losing my mind, y'all. Am I crazy? What the hell is going on, man? Gotta talk about these two house slaves, man. What is going on right now?
I wanna be the greatest.
Come on in, come on in, come on in. It's your brother Bolo VNR, man. Let's go.
I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces.
Yay.
Give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. Hitting your place.
Let's go.
If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now.
Come on in. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. Give me a sign, Lord. Give me a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign. A sign. Hey.
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger, thirsty persons.
All greed, all greed. It's all greed, baby.
Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Y'all do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it.
The end of the song.
Next time you sing along, trust me.
Let's go, man. Come on. We'll get through this. Giving y'all some time to pull up, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into this content right here. Salute, 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 salute. Cut the music. How y'all doing today, ladies and gentlemen? We have some breaking news that I have to talk about. This is imperative. You see my thumbnail, man? We got two house slaves, man. You're looking at the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and you're also looking at the Minister of Finance, Nigel Clark. So Mr. Andrew Holness and Mr. Nigel Clark are now, for me, after this news, officially two house slaves, goddammit. I ain't lying. You can't make this shit up. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go straight to the article. The article is in the description. All right? Let me play this. Can y'all hear me good with that music playing? Because this shit is sad. I'll probably turn it down. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to turn it down. Right there is good. Right there is good. All right. I got to play this, man. I got to play this in the background because this right here is sad, bro. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take down this thumbnail. Before I do that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you're not yet a member of this community. My name is Bolo VNR. All right. I have 3 platforms that I control on YouTube. Let me just introduce that to you real quick. Right now, you're on Bolo VNR 2.0. Right. All right. Sub up. All right. I also have Bolo. Well, yeah, I have Bolo VNR clips. Right. I definitely need y'all to go sub up over there. That's my new channel. I need everybody that's not yet subbed up to go over there and sub up. All right. And of course, the main channel, the one I started with, Bolo VNR. Kind of inactive, but you know, things are going to change soon. October 7th is the date. But let's go to this this content right here. All right, I'm gonna take off this thumbnail. Can you guys hear me clearly? Can you put a 1 in the chat to let me know if you can hear me clearly? Even with the music, because I'm gonna do some reading. I'm gonna go to this article right here, ladies and gentlemen. There has been an update on Nigel Clark and his position in the government. Apparently, he's got a new job coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Nigel Clark to be appointed IMF Deputy Managing Director, ministerial successor to be identified. So this news broke today. Yes, you can see August 26, 2024, right there on the article. This is the Observer. Like I said, the link to the article is in the description. Kingston, Jamaica, Minister of Finance and Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, said to be appointed Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, effective October 31st, 2024. Why is Bolo playing sad music? Because this is sad. The IMF as an entity, every country in the world that seeks freedom moves away from the IMF. But we have a Minister of Finance, right, that is now going to be appointed as the Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. If you look at the track record of the IMF, almost half of the countries that they lend these loans to, those countries are not in a good space. They're not independent. They're not growing. They're actually going in deeper and deeper debt for generations to come. So you're telling me you have Andrew Holness, a part of the Privy Council. They are amending our constitution and still want to keep the Privy Council. And he's another house slave. And now you got the Minister of Finance and Public Services becoming in the Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. Man, you can't make this shit up. Yo, this is the wildest, and I'm taking phone calls. So anybody that want to call in, the number is right there on the screen. Kelvin H, salute. It's 4516535. I want to hear from you guys. If you know about this, right? I want to hear from you guys. What do you really think about this? This is my opinion that I am. To me, these two individuals are house slaves. You remember on the plantations, you remember the stories of how they used to use the house slave against the slaves in the field? Well, the Jamaican populations is the slaves in the field, and the bootlicking, jaw strapping, crotch sniffing, pro-colonizing, buck dancing, house slaves is Andrew Holness and Nigel Clark. It is official, in my opinion. There is nothing else to talk about. This move alone tells me all I need to know about the agenda. These people are actively working against the Jamaican people and our future generations. And that is my opinion. The corruption in Jamaica is stink. You got 8 people in their parliament, right? That is goddamn under investigation for solicit enrichment. You have the education system. You got a man that is under investigation, that is in trial right now, right? In the process of the judicial system, right? Accused of moving 50 million Jamaican dollars from the education system, and he's still around these conferences with teachers. Listen, man, when you put all this shit together, and shout out to Devon Fletcher, he said absolutely. When you put all this stuff together, man, you can't tell me these dudes ain't house slaves. All right, check this out. It says the revelation was made by the Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who announced on Monday that the IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgiev proposed Clark's appointment to the position. So apparently, in my opinion, based off this information, this Kristalina is either have good relations with Andrew Holness and Nigel Clark, or she got good relations with Nigel Clark. Salute to Timo. One of the two, Timo TV, one of the two, in my opinion, has to be true. What is a managing director of the IMF proposing that a minister of government in Jamaica, a finance minister, that in my opinion has done a piss poor job in regards to helping the people of Jamaica in their times of need where money is concerned? In fact, the dollar has gone from 121, 112, 121 since they've been in power for 8 years to 156. Granted, Nigel Clark came somewhere in between that, right? But my God, the money is still dropping, guys. The value of the dollar is still dropping. This man is the finance minister, and you telling me this is not coercion and corruption? That's what you're trying to tell me? This right here tells me all I need to know. These dudes are sellouts. Like and share the video. All right. It says Holness congratulated Dr. Clark on the pending appointment and noted that he has already identified successors to Dr. Clark in both his ministerial parliament responsibilities should he be appointed come October. Now, I don't believe that. I don't believe that he's going to appoint somebody else. I think, is it possible? Let me ask the question. Is it possible for Nigel Clark to be a deputy managing director of the IMF and still be a minister of government in Jamaica? I've seen stranger things. I don't know if that's legal, but with this government, they do illegal stuff. They've been to court for violating the constitutional rights of Jamaicans many times, and they've lost. All right? So I don't want nobody to come in my comment section telling me that I'm tripping. Nobody. Turn this off. It's pissing me off too. I don't want nobody to come into my comment section telling me that I'm just thinking too much, right? So this is his word. I want you guys to remember what Holness said. They're going to replace Dr. Clark in the government, so I should not see him in any ballot boxes, no constitution, no place that I don't know. You cannot work for the IMF, a entity that, in my opinion, based off their track record, actively destroys countries' economy. Shout out to the leader of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Choi. I would forever shout that man out. This man has told the IMF, no thank you. We are good. Right? No, we good. I see what you about. I don't need you in my country. All right? The IMF has a very terrible track record. As bad as PJ Patterson was. I don't know which country leads the IMF. I don't know. Shout out to Miss Collins in the building. I don't know which country leads the IMF. But their track record everywhere is bad. They have 190 plus countries. The last time I read that they represent or they lend money to. And almost half of that, close to 50% of that, those countries are doing horrible. Jamaica included. He said, here the abbreviation of the IMF, International oh my God. Yeah, they really be destroying economies, Devin. They really be destroying economies. All right, so it says, the government has identified successors to Nigel Clark in both ministerial parliamentary responsibilities and there will be a smooth transition in both capacities. Will we provide updates in due course, and the public can expect policy continuity and continuation of the economic achievements of this government has worked so hard to secure. What economic achievement? In making the dollar weak? Where is this economic achievement they talking about? Somebody please explain it. And I ain't no professional, so I'm asking. I ain't seen it. I'm not feeling it either. All right? When the country is doing well and people are prospering, you can feel that, especially if you're a business person, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you are into sales. If the country is doing well, you're going to feel that. Everybody's smiling because people is spending. When people start clutching their purse, you know times are hard. Point blank, period. So I don't know what economic achievement they talking about. They just say stuff. These two house slaves. Let me put back, man. It's because I want y'all to see this damn thing. But y'all see the thumbnail. It says the position of the deputy managing director is global in scope. No citizen of Jamaica, the Caribbean, or Central America has ever before served at this level in the IMF in its 80-year history. It is the benefit of Jamaica and the Caribbean region for one of our nationals to serve in such a consequential global position. This development is therefore a tremendous net gain for Jamaica. Cap!
Stop the cap.
Stop the goddamn cap.
Stop the cap.
Bro.
No bullshit.
I ain't with the bullshit today, bro. How is this benefiting the Caribbean and Jamaica? How? Somebody explain to me how we having somebody in that place benefits us. What can he do? And as a matter of fact, a better question is, do you trust him to do anything to benefit the Jamaican people? Or do you trust him to benefit him goddamn self? Right? What needle can he move in that organization? Do you know that when the IMF lends you money, there are extenuating circumstances, those fine prints, the do's and the don'ts? And in many cases, according to countries all around the world, they want to get out of it because it holds them back. Why you think P.J. Patterson, a former Prime Minister of Jamaica, or the PMP, was so happy when they moved away from the IMF? He actually did that. That's facts. They finished paying off the IMF. We were supposed to go into financial freedom. Stop borrowing from these mother effers. It must be, IMF must mean the international more effers. Because they be effing up our mother effing ass with these deals. I'm trying to man, listen, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand that this is bullshit, man. It says this development therefore is a trip now net gain, blah blah blah. Furthermore, this elevation of Minister Clark demonstrates a depth, strength, and capacity of my administration.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
Hey, Timo said, in my opinion, they're claiming it's successful because their plan is to drive down the dollar there so they can basically buy and sell Jamaica goods dirt cheap and make huge profits. You have an excellent point, Timo, because the higher the rate is the same thing they did in Burkina Faso, the French, allegedly. So what they did, according to the Burkina Faso president, is that they made the franc so high in value compared to the Burkina Faso dollars, so they could buy the gold there and the minerals there dirt cheap. So cheap expenditure or cost for product that's of extremely high value, so they would increase their profits when they have it. Oh my God. Shout out to Timo for that comment. I like when I have brilliant people in the chat. All right? I like when I have people in the chat that have sense, that can add value to the platform. Shout out to you, my brother. That is the exact same thing they did to the Burkina Faso people, allegedly. So is it that these lands in Jamaica are being bought up by foreign entities dirt cheap? Because when you compare the US dollar to our dollar, I'm telling you right now, majority of Jamaicans do not own any land. We rent houses. Right? We're still, after all the slavery and everything, they have not given us back our land or the right to actually own land. That is the problem with the Constitution. Everything needs to change. This whole dirt, wicked system needs to be torn down. Shout out to the UIC and the UIC president. You understand what I'm saying? We can't continue like this, man. This is ridiculous. It goes on to say, over the course of his public sector career, Dr. Clark has made outstanding contribution. So, Andrew Holness wants to say it's because of my administration why a Dr. Clark, man, take all the credit. All that tells me is that y'all is some coons. Y'all is some boot-licking, jock-sniffing coons. Y'all is two house slaves, goddammit. Your entire administration, as a matter of fact, is operating like a bunch of house slaves. Because you are not working, you are not working for the people of Jamaica and our benefit and our growth. All right? You guys are working for somebody else, in my opinion. And I believe it's a slave master. And this proves it to me. One of you is part of the Privy Council, and the other one is now going to become a part of the IMF. Unfreaking believe. I hope y'all see the picture. I hope I'm painting this picture as best as I can for you guys. As clear as I can. You can't make this up, man. So he want to now take credit because of his administration. Please take full credit. It's not good credit. It's bad credit. It's negative credit. This is not positive. So take full credit for this. Yes, Mr. Andrew Holness, take full credit. Lord have mercy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. This development is therefore over the course of his public sector career has made outstanding contributions to Jamaica as chairman of the National Housing Trust. Man, shut up. They be using up all the housing trusts. They be borrowing from the housing trust, and the people of Jamaica can't borrow from the housing trust allegedly because the government been using the housing trust as their personal bank, in my opinion. Just borrowing. All right, and the Port Authority and also the Senator Ambassador of Economy Affairs and Minister of Finance and the Public Service. As the Ambassador of the Economic Affair, he maintained the government's relationship with the IMF. Why is maintaining a relationship with the IMF such a positive thing? Somebody make that make sense. Now, you're not talking about borrowing from a family member that, you know what I'm saying, you can pay them back based off, that's family, right? They really want to see you win. All right, listen, I know you in a rough spot. All right, check this out. But your aim is not to keep borrowing. That is not the aim. Right? Minister of PR call the election now and stop crap. Give the ballot. Yeah, they need to call the election now. This is BS. But they're not going to. They're trying to do all types of PR. This is my Jamaican people, man. Listen, please. Please. I know there's a veil over y'all eyes. These people, in my opinion, is performing all types of rituals and things. And you hear they say there's great levels of evil and rituals being performed in high places. I believe they have y'all half asleep. Some of y'all a quarter asleep, some of y'all 3/4 asleep, and some of y'all all the way asleep. Borrowing from the IMF does not help us. Not in the long run, the short run, the midterm run. None of that, because of the fine print, guys. What does a lender want you to do? Keep borrowing. That is their business. If the countries that they lend to elevate themselves, they don't need to borrow from them anymore. It is simple. But this same government came out at first talking about they ain't gonna borrow from the IMF again. And they still borrowing, y'all. Shout out to Hot Off the Press. I watched a video of hers showing you the articles, reading them, that they still borrowing from these people. Now we see that they really got a real tight connection with them. They really buddy. Pause. Right? This shit's crazy. He maintained relationships, including early termination. You said what? As the ambassador of the economic affairs, he maintained the government's relationship with the IMF and other multilaterals at a critical time and negotiated key agreements in the 2016, including the early termination of an extended fund facility and entry into the precautionary standby agreement. So apparently his negotiation with the IMF pleased these people so much. I guess, in my opinion, he must have been a great sellout. So they're like, we need this man on our team. Mr. Dr. Nigel Clark. That's my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion. Oh, this whole live stream is about my opinion. Let that be understood. It is my opinion that these two gentlemen, Andrew Holness and Dr. Nigel Clark, both of them are house slaves on the plantation. And they're doing an excellent job in one, keeping you, a lot of you Jamaicans out there, keeping you blinded by politics and not looking at the collective and how things affect everybody. A lot of you are selfish because you get personal gains from supporting somebody. You know yourselves. Y'all know who you are. Y'all get personal gains from supporting these people. Right? So, F off with all of the rest of Jamaica. F off with everybody. No matter if crime is on the rise, they talk about crime is reducing. Listen, man.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit.
Please stop the goddamn cap. I don't believe you. And a lot of other Jamaicans don't either. Because we see what is going on around us. Areas that used to never have crime. Crime is just like a flamethrower, goddammit. Like a goddamn asteroid from space just falling down, crashing in the earth in Jamaica. That is how crime is in Jamaica right now. Flames everywhere. Talking about crime being reduced 17%. Do you mean it's being increased 17%? I think y'all just put the wrong word in there. And it might be a typo error, so I will forgive you. But if you mean what you wrote, I don't believe you. That's cap. In my opinion, that's cap. Right? So we have all of these moving parts in Jamaica. And you telling me joining the IMF and becoming an IMF member is now such an amazing thing? What does that do for Jamaican people? Does that mean we're going to continue to have a great relationship in borrowing from this lender? So we're going to be forever in debt? Yo, listen, man. Yo, I don't think y'all hear me, though. What is going on right now, man? Jesus Christ. What is actually going on? All right, so it says, during his tenure as finance minister, he has driven substantial improvements in Jamaicans' macroeconomy fundamentals. Macroeconomy. The abolition and reduction of the distortion taxes, central bank independence, the fiscal commission, multi-layered disaster risk financing. So you're talking about the multi-layered disaster risk financing that did not activate when Beryl hit? Is that the multi-layered disaster thing you're talking about? All that money you wasted on that actual plan that did not help the people of Jamaica? You talking about that same thing that was null and void, and we had to be accepting grants from other people that the people have still not seen? This is what you talking about? Man, scratch that. And what do you mean by macroeconomic fundamentals? Macro is the large, micro is the... So the micro would be the people of Jamaica as a collective. So what about the microeconomic fundamentals? Why is it only macro? Public body governance, public body rationalization. What the hell is these people talking about? The prime minister stated, yo, they just be blabbering. They just be saying stuff. I don't know what they talking about. Man, let me get out of this. I was looking for a video to see whether or not anybody, there was like a video of this. Nigel Clark, August 26, 2024. Let me see if there's any news out there. It says, oh my God, listen. Andrew Holness and Nigel Clark. No, that's 4 days ago. That's 2 years ago. That's 5 months ago. That's a live stream going on. I can't touch that. Multi-million-dollar treatment. No, that's not it. That's not it. All right, so there's not a lot of people that has done anything on this, it seems. Nigel Clark, IMF. Shout out to Parnaja TV. Says Nigel Clark smelled the rat leaving the government for the IMF big job. Finance Minister Nigel Clark resigned to accept historic IMF appointment. Let me hear what this person is saying. Let me play some. Let me get this over here. I'm gonna come out of this. Yeah, let me go here so I can see the chat. I'm gonna put up my overlay because I want y'all to see my overlay. God damn it! Yeah, I want y'all to see my overlay. Yep. In all its glory. Yes, Lord. This shit crazy for real, bro. I'm telling you.
Country wanna blame artists.
Shout out to the 34 watching, please.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome.
Shout out to the 34 watching. Please like to 38. Please like and share the video with 10 people. And while I got your attention, I'm gonna share something with you guys that you probably didn't see that's super important about an impending threat on Jamaica in terms of a man-made disaster. All right, and this is a what you call a prophecy. All right, so stick around. Let's get it. Let me see what this person talking about.
to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, we have some breaking news. Breaking news. Dr. Nigel Clark, Finance Minister of Jamaica, has resigned because he has accepted a position at the IMF. Let's see what it says. Posted on the IMF's website, it says, headlined here, IMF Managing Director proposes appointment of Mr. Dr. Nigel Clark as Deputy Managing Director. Washington, D.C., August 26, 2024. The Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, announced today to the Executive Board her proposal to appoint Mr. Nigel Clark to the position of Deputy Managing Director effective October 31st, 2024. He will succeed Ms. Antoinette Seye, who, as previously announced, steps down on September 12th. In announcing her selection of Dr. Clark, Ms. Georgieva said, quote, Mr. Clark is an exceptional public servant and policymaker with proven leadership in institution building and economic crisis management, who has stewarded his country's economy to a stronger and more sustainable position. Since 2016, he has been the IMF's
Yo, it's
chief
so hard to hear BS.
counterpart.
It's so hard to hear the BS and the lies in these articles and not say anything. What has this man done for the economy? What has he done for the dollar? What has he done? Not a goddamn thing.
Successive and historically successful programs for Jamaica, including an extended fund facility, precautionary standby arrangements, and most recently, Mr. Clark has been Jamaica's Minister of Body Governance, Public Procurement, first small country to independently sponsor Board of Governors of the numerical analysis, was a Jamaica independence scholar. So with that, we say congratulations to Dr. Clark. As you saw in the earlier part of the video, the Prime Minister of Jamaica wished him congratulations and thanked him for his service, and also acknowledged that he's the first Jamaican and first person from the Caribbean to be chosen for that appointment. So JPU says congratulations to Dr. Clark. And this is good, not just for...
What is JPU? What the... Yo, I'm gonna come off this shit because I'm not hearing nothing. Not like... What is good about
I heard this from a credible source years ago, that when Nigel Clark, ventured into politics, he tried to join the PNP. And I don't think it worked out because, I don't want to say.
Man,
he always...
This is politics. That's what this is. This is politics. That's what... Listen, I'm opening up the phone lines, y'all. I'm opening up the phone lines. This person is talking politics. This person is not talking the real. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to come off that. Congratulations, my ass. Man, get the hell up out of here, respectfully. I'm talking about respectfully. Yeah, let's get the hell up out of here. Yeah, I don't want that link in my shit. So, these are the two house slaves, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't got to be long. I need y'all to call in and let me know what y'all think about this situation. My number is 451. I'm gonna put it in the chat. You call me on WhatsApp. And you can call me straight. Can you call me straight? You can call me straight too, if you don't have WhatsApp. That's my number right there. 451-1876-451-6535. All right. I want to hear from the people in regards to this situation, because in the world that we live in the real world that we live in, right? We have a brother, Ibrahim Choi, right? The Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, that refused money from the IMF. I'm talking about, he said hell no to the no. You know what he did after that? Late after that, he built his own banking system so they can depend on they self and borrow from they self. All right? This is the video. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it right now. This is a real leader. But now we have these coons, right, in government in Jamaica, right, that they want to not only borrow from the IMF, but they want to also,
as of
join
2023,
the IMF.
Africa's total debt.
Right? Listen to this, y'all. Let me play this for y'all. This is Burkina Faso. This is Ibrahim Choi. This is a real leader that is liberating his people. You guys make sure you go and check him out. Let me scale. Oh shit. Let me scale this down so you can see it. All right. Hey, Cerny Garden, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, salute. All right, let me take this over here, man. Let me show you a real leader, man. Let me show you what real leaders do, man. All right, let me show you what real leaders do.
That amounted to about $1.8 trillion. Interestingly, as high as this figure may seem, it is actually lower than any world region. It would surprise you to know that Germany, a country in Europe, has a debt stock of about $2.9 trillion, which is far greater than all the debts of African countries put together. However, the problem is that African countries' debts are burdensome and put a lot of pressure on their economies because they are mainly owed to international rather than domestic lenders.
Did you hear what the man just said? Germany has more debt than Africa. But the reason why he puts a strain on Africa is because they borrow the money from international entities like the IMF. With all these different fine prints. I want to play that again, man. This is education time, baby. Let's play that again.
As of 2023, Africa's total debt amounted to about $1.8 trillion.
Africa's total debt. The entire Africa's total debt is $1.8 trillion. Listen to what the man's saying. Like and share this video. Share this video with 10 people. Man, listen.
Interestingly, as high as this figure may seem, it is actually lower than any world region. It would surprise you to know that Germany, a country in Europe, has a debt stock of about $2.9 trillion, which
Germany's debt triples the entire Africa. Triples. Why is it that Africa cannot be free of this debt? Listen.
Which is far greater than all the debts of African countries put together. However, the problem is that African countries' debts are burdensome and put a lot of pressure on their economies because they are mainly owed to international rather than domestic lenders. In contrast, developed countries such as Germany, the United States, and the United Kingdom usually borrow from domestic creditors. And the difference between these two is that external lenders prefer to lend to developing countries in their own currency or international hard currencies, such as the dollar, while domestic lenders lend using the country's local currency.
You hear that? The overseas lenders lend you in their dollars, while their dollars exceed the value of your dollar. So it puts an extra strain on you to actually pay back that dollar. Because guess what? The US dollar keeps going up. So if you borrowed $1 trillion from the IMF and you're supposed to pay them back $1.8 trillion, it's not the same money in value as it was when you borrowed it. When you're paying it back, the dollar might go from 156 to 200. So this keeps our people in constant debt for generations to come. My people, please wake up, man. It is not hard math. Borrowing from the IMF, having a good relationship with the IMF, having a minister of government join the IMF, none of this is positive, in my opinion. Not even a little bit. We're talking about having children that have not yet born already in debt. Like the video, share the video with 2 people, 5 people. My Jamaican people need to hear this. This is absolutely ridiculous, bro. And people is celebrating this shit. Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Listen some more, man.
Now, more than 30% of Africa's total debt is owed to so-called development organizations like the World Bank and IMF, whose loans usually come with certain conditions that African countries must fulfill.
Are you a low-skilled worker looking to immigrate to Canada? Look no further. This video will discuss the...
According to reports, these loans from the IMF and the conditions attached with them have contributed massively to the bad state of most African economies. This is why Thomas Sankara, in his critique of debt, stated that debt is neo-colonialism, in which colonizers have transformed themselves into technical assistants. Under its current form, controlled and dominated by imperialism, debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa. And this is why during his reign as
Debt is a skillfully managed. Listen to what the man just said.
imperialism, debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa.
Debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa. Debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Jamaica. I don't care which country you put behind that. It's a skillfully managed reconstruction, or not reconstruction, but getting back that place that you owned as a slave, as slave owners. This is the game, y'all. Timo TV said, financial enslavement is the modern day slavery. Notice how they really capitalize this on black countries more than others. Ding, 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 ding. Bingo. Most of German debt is to the U.S. No. It's not to the U.S. The Germans are smart. The Germans borrow from themselves. You're going to hear in the video, the Germans borrow from their own bank, bro. So they borrow from their own currency. So it doesn't matter how long they got to take to pay it back. The money is going back in the country anyway. There's no extenuating circumstances, any fine prints that's going to hinder the country from growing. They are literally borrowing money from themselves. But the countries that borrow from the IMF, a large majority of them, almost 50%, are not in a good place. Jamaica included. And these people are telling me about Nigel Clark becoming the deputy managing director of the IMF, as if that is a good thing? Man, F that. That tells me a lot.
Formed, controlled, and dominated by imperialism, debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa. And this is why during his reign as president of Burkina Faso, Sankara rejected loans and assistance from IMF and World Bank.
Bingo! The man understood what time it is. He rejected loans from the IMF and the World Bank. Africa is waking up and running out the slave colonizers and all of their entities that they use to skillfully reconquest these land masses because of the wealth. And now we got 700 billion barrels of oil in Jamaica. Hello. This move right here, Nigel Clark becoming a member of the IMF, man, you can't tell me that that's not lined up with what's going on with the oil situation. Y'all can't tell me nothing. All right? This is my opinion. Right? And I'm entitled to my opinion. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I do not care. Bro, since the damn pandemic, if y'all still calling people conspiracy theorists, y'all still asleep. No, don't get me wrong. There's some people with some wild things, like, you know what I'm saying? But come on, man. Look at the pieces. Y'all think all this shit is coincidental? 700 billion barrels of oil right there. IMF now appointing Nigel Clark as a part of their system. The Prime Minister part of the Privy Council. They want to change the Constitution and still keep the Privy Council there. The Privy Council cannot be accessed by poor people in Jamaica because it's too expensive and they only do 2 trials a year. Do you know how much people in Jamaica has a legit case of human rights violation by the police and the government of Jamaica? The JDF and the JCF? I'm talking about legit people that are in prison right now and in jail right now. How the regular man in Jamaica is going to pay to go to the higher court? First, you got to get a visa. I'm talking about that is wild. You telling me these people colonized this place and they raped us of our resources, fattened their pockets, and we got to have a visa to go to England or the UK? Talk about a spit in the goddamn face. Talk about a spit in the face. I don't know why these people so lovey-dovey with the colonizers, man. These people are coons. Real live house slaves. Look at them. 2 biggest house slaves in Jamaica. That shit's crazy. Talking about joining the IMF and becoming no manager, no direct deputy. Man, listen to some more of this.
And even tried to persuade other African countries to collectively refuse to pay their financial debts to their former colonizers.
Yo, Sankara said, refuse. They killed Sankara, though. All right? That man was assassinated. God bless his soul. I know he's in heaven for fighting for his people. Right? He is in heaven for fighting for his people. I have no doubt. That's why Bob Marley said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy because none of them can stop the time. God is in control, man. We need fearless leaders. These guys are coons. They sellouts. We need fearless leaders like Ibrahim Choi. I wish he was the Prime Minister of Jamaica. He would have been told the IMF, goodbye. All the people out here exploiting Jamaica, low key, goodbye. And he's not requesting, you got to get the hell up out of here. We're giving you such time to go. That's the type of man Ibrahim Choi is. You heard? No nonsense, military. We need that type of strength in leadership here in Jamaica for us to be free from not only the colonizer, but also their agents. These puppets in government. Do you know how much people the police has unalived in Jamaica from the year it started? There has been an increase in people getting unalived by the police in Jamaica. And the words that uttered by Horace Chang and the Prime Minister does not help the situation. Their words put fuel to the fire, in my opinion, of and already some of the police that are so aggressive towards citizens. Right? The relationship between the citizens and the police, for the most part, is not a good one. I don't have a bad relationship with the police in my area. Personally, I do not. But the fact of the matter is, it is what it is. The reality is what it is. There are allegations in Jamaica to how Jamaica is corrupt. It's floating around that the government has a death squad in the JCF and the JDF, allegedly. What kind of shit is that? Allegedly, you telling me people out here really believing that the JCF and the JDF got a death squad in it ran by the Prime Minister? It's not that it is true. It's that people actually believe it. That is how bad it is in Jamaica. Why would people believe that? They have to see something. Why is that floating around? Man, listen, there is a no confidence. I'm talking about a zero confidence in the Jamaican Prime Minister. Bro, a death squad, bro. I kid you not. This has been floating around in Jamaica for the longest time. I've heard this shit in the street. That the Prime Minister has a death squad, allegedly. These are some wild accusations. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. When you see the Minister of Security come out and talk about, I'm paraphrasing, something like bring them in, dead or alive. Like, what? Even if they're criminals, you're not supposed to approach going for them in that manner. Especially if it's a situation where there's more criminals that you want to catch. Man, policing is about intelligence, right? It's not so much about force. That is why the police should have a great relationship with people in the community, because then it'll be easier for them to protect the community because they will have intelligence. But this government seems to be sending the wrong message to the police force and the JDF. And the increase in numbers of the police that is unaliving people is alarming. There's a lot of shit going on in Jamaica, man. I'm telling you. It's crazy. But let's continue. Let me play some more of this so you understand the difference between a real leader and what's going on in Burkina Faso and what's happening in Jamaica with this IMF shit. Listen to this.
In a bid to follow in Sankara's footsteps, Ibrahim Traoré, the current president of Burkina Faso, has taken a similar initiative. According to...
Please look at the great man, ladies and gentlemen. Please like and share this video. Let's get this video to 500 likes. Share this with 10 people. Look at the great man. That is Ibrahim Traoré. All right? Don't forget that face.
Recent reports, Traoré has turned down financial assistance from the IMF.
What did he do? Turn down financial assistance from the IMF. Listen.
According to recent reports, Traoré has turned down financial assistance from the IMF, showcasing his commitment to safeguarding his country's long-term interests. For decades, African countries have been collecting loans from the World Bank and IMF in order to carry out one developmental project or the other.
Don't skip this video.
Right? The man said no to the IMF. We not use you. We don't need you. Left from Yasso.
Everyone you love.
However, these loans usually come with stringent conditions such as reducing government expenditure on social infrastructure, which end up hurting the citizens of the country. However,
did you hear that? These loans sometimes come with reducing funding from certain social infrastructures. Listen to what the man is saying. He ain't lying. Listen.
To carry out one developmental project or the other. However, these loans usually come with stringent conditions such as reducing government expenditure on social infrastructure, which end up
reducing expenditure on social infrastructure. Which do what?
These loans usually come with stringent conditions such as reducing government expenditure on social infrastructure, which end up hurting the citizens of the country. However,
bingo! Those little fine details I'm talking about from the IMF borrowing from them, most of the time, allegedly, it hurts the regular citizen. And a lot of the times, we are not privy to these contracts. This is not an open book situation. Like, okay, so what does this contract say? Is the Jamaican people okay with it? Am I okay with it? Are we okay with borrowing from these people with these conditions? Did they do a vote? Did they put the Jamaican people in dialogue with it? Is that even the process? You know what I'm saying?
Like Thomas Sankara, Ibrahim Traoré believes that the IMF and the World Bank are agents of economic oppression who keep countries in perpetual debt through their structured operations.
I believe so too. I believe they're agents of economic oppression that keep countries down. I believe that. Yes, that is my belief.
It is a well-known fact that once a country becomes indebted to the IMF and the World Bank, it becomes very difficult to break free from that debt because the economic policies which come with the loans and must be implemented by the government of that country actually hurt the economy rather than improve it.
Bingo!
Hence, Traoré believes that countries that are indebted to these organizations will never achieve economic independence. This is the reason.
What did he say? The countries indebted to the IMF would what? Never achieve economic independence. That is his belief, which is mine as well. And if you don't believe me, show me the country that keeps borrowing from a lender and gains economic independence. Somebody please call me and show me. Somebody show me. Send me a link to 876-451-6535 and I will play a video. I will read an article that shows me where the IMF has countries that borrow from them and they're economically independent while still borrowing from them. Please show me that.
Reason he made this bold decision, and it demonstrates his dedication to prioritizing the well-being of his people above all else. Aside from interfering in the economy of African countries, receiving loans and aid from the IMF and World Bank also opens the way for these organizations, which are headed by the West, to interfere in the political affairs of African countries.
Bingo!
This interference has created a breed of African puppets who act in the interest of the West. However,
we also have Jamaican puppets that act in the interest of the West, allegedly. That is my belief. I believe these two dudes is fitting the bill of that exact thing he's talking about. That is my belief.
Traoré has been quite vocal against the interference of the West in African matters and has made it clear that he will not tolerate any form of Western intervention in his country. It's therefore not a surprise that President Traore's decision coincided with that of the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso's recent speech on the country's national television, where he spoke expressly on the subject titled, "No one violates freedom of expression as much as Westerners."
Facts. No one violates freedom of expression like Westerners. Man, talk that. Say that. Even on this app, you gotta be tippy-toeing. Careful what you say. Violating your freedom of expression. Facts.
During his 30-minute-long speech, the Prime Minister highlighted some interesting points. First, he said that it is better to be poor in a rich and strong state than to be rich in a weak state.
Say that.
He said that the current state...
It's better to be poor in a rich and strong state than to be rich in a poor... Man, say that. Man, let me hear that again, bro.
During his 30-minute-long speech, the Prime Minister highlighted some interesting points. First, he said that it is better to be poor in a rich and strong state than to be rich in a weak state. He said that the current state of poverty...
It's better to be poor in a rich and strong state than to be rich in a poor state. All right? It's better to be poor. It's better to be poor
in Africa
in a strong
is partly
state.
due to attempts...
Guess what? If you are in a strong state, that means there's structure there. If you are even poor, you can elevate yourself. But if you are in a poor state and you're wealthy, guess what's going to happen? More than likely, if you stick around, you're going to go down. All right? Nah. If you are rich in a poor state, yeah, your money going down, son. Your money going down, I'm telling you. Your money going down.
To weaken African leaders and destabilize regimes. During his 30-minute-long speech.
Let me say that again, because this is where individualism and selfishness takes over, right? Listen to the logic. Listen to what the man's saying.
Prime Minister highlighted some interesting points. First, he said that it is better to be poor in a rich and strong state than to be rich in a weak state.
You got that? You got that? Because if you're in a weak state, bro, your money is gonna be done, son. They are gonna take your money. I'm telling you. All right? There's no structure. All right, let me give you a perfect example. Why you think 50 Cent left New York? New York is in a poor state. But he rich though. But they taxing the hell out of him. Them policies is crazy. Why you think they moving away from LA? Because it's in a poor state. Listen to the logic, bro. But if you poor and you in a rich state, you can always elevate yourself to wealth. Listen to the logic. I hope you get it.
He said that the current state of poverty in Africa is partly due to attempts to weaken African leaders and destabilize regimes. A strong state is therefore a guarantee of security and stability of institutions.
A strong state is a guarantee of stability of institutions. It's okay if you don't agree, bro.
It is also a factor of development. There is no doubt that if the revolution of Thomas Sankara had lasted, Burkina Faso could have been put in the development rail in less than 10 years. However, in order to build a strong state, it is necessary for the government to play out the traps conceived by the dominators to make African states weak and malleable. And, among these traps, there are 3 that need to be analyzed, which are the so-called respect for human rights, the so-called respect of freedom of speech, and the neo-colonial institutions of our modern state. The Prime Minister further noted that if human rights were not known in Africa, Europeans would not have come to find kingdoms and organized societies with brilliant civilizations and post-colonial African art, which dazzled the Europeans to the point that they stole these works of art to fill their museums and salons of aristocrats. Without an elaborate social organization that respected the rights of each social category in African societies, they would not have been able to achieve the results they had. However, the Prime Minister said that today human rights have become an instrument of control of third world societies in the service of the West. They allow the West to have the guarantee that its local values, some of which are directly financed by the West and others indirectly by distorted procedures, will have the latitude to carry out their activities in order to infiltrate state activities and weaken the state for their benefit. He then went on to cite examples of countries like Cuba, Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Iran, which have been able to face all attempts of destabilization due to their strong state and visionary policies of their leaders. The Prime Minister...
You see that? Those strong states withstand the colonizer. Those strong states withstand the evil that is coming in to try and destroy the people. This is why it's better to have a strong state, because the state is going to protect you. Hey, listen, man. Hey, just, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about that.
Minister further articulated a detailed perspective regarding the state of fundamental and human rights in Burkina Faso as compared to the West. He emphasized that in Burkina Faso, fundamental rights are yet to be addressed, highlighting the essential aspects of human rights, including access to food, healthcare, education, and adequate housing for the citizens. The Prime Minister went on to criticize the stance of the West, pointing out that Western nations do not see these basic rights satisfied in their countries. He further spoke on the disparity in treatment when it comes to human rights violations. He said that in the West, violations are usually overlooked or handled with measures to maintain order, but similar violations in other regions are subject to severe condemnation. This clearly...
That is true. That is true. They low-key be violating people's human rights. Just look at the pandemic. That was a big human rights violation. Shout out to SJ in the building. All right? The pandemic was a big human rights violation. It went against the Constitution. It went against all of that. All of that. But mom's the word. Nobody sanctions the sanctioner for violating people's human rights. But they selectively attack countries like Africa under the guise of human rights so they can come in and rape the resources, to come in and take over the powerful positions. Think they slick. And we have two coons. Look at these two coons on the thumbnail, man. That is, in my opinion, actively working for the slave master at this point. I heard years ago from somebody that's connected to the government. Lives in the States. All right. He's a friend of the family. All right. You know those people that got that exec type of connection? Yeah, he said Jamaica is going to come to a point where only rich people can live here. I never forgot he said that. My mom reminded me of that the other day. But I never forgot that he said that. When she said it, I said, I remember that. You're absolutely right. He said, good afternoon, Bolo and the platform criminal leaving criminal office for information so Andrew can get all-inclusive. Goddamn, Sharon Robinson. Now that's another perspective right there. I never thought about that.
Is a double standard on the part of the West, and there are many examples that highlight this. He gave an example of the United States, where individuals deemed a threat to national security are eliminated without due process, and there is little or no international scrutiny on these obvious acts of human rights violations. He also gave historical and even recent acts of foreign interventions by global powers like the United States and France in various countries, which
these damn ads. All the links to the video of these videos are going to be in the description.
Specifically, the Prime Minister mentioned France's involvement in coups across Francophone Africa, as well as its support for terrorism in the Sahel region, which has resulted in thousands of deaths and presents an ongoing challenge for the present populace. But that's not all. Even within France itself, the Prime Minister noted that there have been several instances of domestic unrest and government actions, citing examples of the Yellow Vest protest in 2018 and the controversial death of Jean Nahel in 2023, which led to further social upheaval in France. According to reports, there was excessive use of force and even torture to suppress protests, all of which suggest a lack of accountability for human rights violations within France.
So you telling me France out here violating their own people, allegedly, and there was no sanctions from the West? There was nobody coming down on them? Do you see what's happening in France right now, y'all? You see what's going on in these French streets? Oui, va, oh. Do you see what's going on? I ain't know no French. I just know oui. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, do you see what's going on? Y'all better do y'all research. Yo, it's crazy what's going on in France. The people are Wait a minute. We got 115 people watching, and we only got 50 likes? Man, come on, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hey, listen, I know y'all don't remember to hit the like button, but can we get the likes up to at least 100 likes, y'all? Please get the likes up to at least 100 likes. Come on, man. Stop the cap, man. Come on.
However, the Prime Minister noted that despite these obvious accounts of gross human rights violations from the West, international bodies and media have been quiet and silent regarding these issues. And it raises concerns about the selective focus on human rights based on geopolitical interest in addressing the broader implications of these issues.
Only 33 likes? What in the world? Nah, man. I can't have so much haters watching me. I know y'all ain't haters. Y'all just forgot to hit the like button. But we're going to take a natural pause. All right? I'm going to check the goddamn like button. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to take a natural pause, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I need these likes up. I need these likes up. This right here is real content right here. All right? This is real information. All right? Show some appreciation, goddammit. Ain't no goddamn way, man. 33 likes? That is wild. That's actually wild. Come on, man. I'm gonna drop the link to the video in here, right? Yeah, let me go to this actual video right here. Let me go to this actual video right here, see what's going on with it. All right, here we go. Right? All right, so we got 42 likes. All right, I see y'all boosted it up. Let's go. It don't take a minute, guys. It don't take a minute. Come on now. Smash that like button now. We got over 100 people watching. Let's go. Smash that like button. Come on, 42 likes, 105 people watching. We got bro, roll the ball. He said roll the ball. Laron Clark. We got new subs in the building. Salute. Bolo, do a like survey. When you start your live, then you will see what's going on. Yeah, yeah. So I'm doing a like survey right now. I need at least 80 likes. We can't have that much haters watching. We can't have that much haters watching. Come on, man. Smash that like button, man. Let me drop a poll, man. Let me drop a poll right now in this goddamn situation. Let's go, man. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Don't do your boy like that. And shout out to all the new subs. I know some people forget to hit the like button, but I'm reminding y'all, I'm taking the time out right now. I deserve better than this. Thank you so much, SJ, for pointing that out, because I don't be watching that. All right? Yeah, I don't be watching that a lot. Thank you so much, SJ. Did you hit the like button? I'm gonna drop that poll in. All right, pause. I'm gonna I only have 44 likes. So what is going on right now? Let me go back to OBS. I got 104 people watching, and I only have 44 people that mess with me. So that is a 60% of y'all are haters. Damn, that's crazy. But I'll continue. I'll continue.
Therefore, there is a need for a more consistent and universal approach to upholding human rights principles across the globe. He called for greater accountability for all nations irrespective of their geopolitical significance, emphasizing the importance of promoting ethical governance and respecting the fundamental
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you.
rights of individuals. Regarding freedom of expression, the Prime Minister pointed out that since the Russian-Ukrainian conflict broke out, several Western countries, including France, have expelled Russian press organizations from their territories. In another incident, an activist lost their French nationality for expressing their views, and on March 20th,
Wow, so somebody lost their French nationality? Isn't that dictatorship? You lost your French nationality allegedly because you had an opposite opinion from the government? That's gotta be dictatorship. We got Andre W in the building. I'ma fly out the bushwatchers. Peace from the lab. But hey, it's watch hours for you, Bolo. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But that's weird. But I'll continue. Feel free to share your opinion in the chat. Facts. Facts.
a local French elected official was suspended simply for accepting to observe Russian presidential scrutiny. All these actions are clearly human rights violations. Yet, did France receive any condemnation? How many media houses carried the news? However, when Burkina Faso suspended BBC and VOA media, all the Western media houses carried the news.
Oh, and for all the people, it's not only liking the video that you support the platform. You watching the ads also brings monetary gain, right? So you see them ads pop up, yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and you watch them ads, okay?
Criticizing
and the donation link is pinned at the top of the comment section for those that want to support the platform monetarily, and your donation will be read on the screen. And let me give you an example of that. It's an anonymous link, so you don't need to have your name. Last person that donated is my brother Andre W. This right here.
I think Bolo is live, but if anybody has Bolo's Cash App, can you drop it in the chat? Because I pay my taxes, bitch. Let's go. Let's go.
Andre W. tip $10. Donation for any song the ladies or you want to play.
Yeah, that's for the Jam Session Wednesdays right there. Shout out to my brother Andre W, always supporting. So that's how your donations will be read out when you hit the link at the top of the comment section. So you can donate to support the platform. All right, let's continue.
Military government for
no, I don't need to continue on this. So you heard it in its entirety. The Burkina Faso president is in no dealings with the IMF. There's other countries in Africa that is moving away from the colonizers. But here in Jamaica, we have these leaders. And I know a lot of you Jamaicans don't care about Africa, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're misinformed, you're misguided, and I would say the other S word, but I'm going to leave that alone. You know what I'm talking about. You need to listen. A tree that does not know its roots, all right? You don't know your roots, that means you're not in the right soil, you're not getting the right nourishment, and you can be taken advantage of. All right, you can be exploited. All right, so just understand that we have a forever connection with the motherland. All right, especially us here in Jamaica with the transatlantic slave trade. Man, listen. Please pay attention to what's going on in Africa. You see what happened?
Because I'm favored by God. Like, when I see people's wives,
shout out to the new subs.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
Lerone Clark subscribe to the channel.
Shout out to Lerone. Salute. We got Ryan Campbell in the building. Salute, salute, salute. So, let me land my plane. Andrew Holness being a part of the Privy Council, in my opinion, he is he's a member, he is a driving force for the colonizer, right? Trying to change the Constitution to still keep the Privy Council. Dr. Clark now going to the IMF in October 31st, resigning from his post to go to the IMF as the deputy director, an entity that does not aid in the development of Jamaica, because you can see it and you can see the people crying out for years and years and years. Us borrowing from them has not built this country up to have our people prosper. Point blank, period. Okay? Period. Period. Right? You see a real country in Burkina Faso and a real president, a real leader, a real man of integrity. We're not even going to talk about the fact that you have allegedly eight people in this government in Jamaica that's under investigation for solicit enrichment. We're not even going to go there. We're just going to stick on the entities that they are now aligned themselves with. Is Nigel Clark going to be an agent for the IMF that's directly linked to the government of Jamaica? Do you think that Andrew Holness, this is one of his best friends allegedly, right? They're really, really close. You think that if he's still in power, they're not going to keep certain relations with the IMF? in my opinion, this is all a part of a bigger picture, and it all boils down to selling out Jamaica, in my opinion. That's it. This does not serve the people of Jamaica at all. At all. So we have these two house slaves, ladies and gentlemen. These two house slaves. Mr. Andrew Holness and Mr. Dr. Nigel Clark. Oh, and Nigel Clark, there's some allegations about your sexual situation. I heard a video circulating where a man accused you of being to them parties. And in that video, you did not deny being in them parties. He said you're a hypocrite. All right? He said that you're a part of this, that lifestyle. And, the money in Jamaica, the performance of the economy, on a personal and a professional level, I'm just like, yo, what are we celebrating? This is nothing to celebrate. We should be worried. We should be really, really worried, y'all, about this move, about this appointment of Nigel Clark. We already know the Prime Minister is a part of the Privy Council. Who else in the Jamaica Labour Party is going to be a part of some type of sellout in some type of colonial masters entity? Who else is it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Who y'all think? I really want y'all to call in. 451-876-451-6535. If you call in on WhatsApp, it's way better because I have it on the computer. And guys, people will be able to hear you clearly. But if you call me on my phone, it's not going to be so good. Because I have to put the phone right here beside the mic. And yeah, that's not really the best way. Or I'm going to extend the invite out to people to hit the... Man, what the hell is wrong with this goddamn net? Is that what they call it in the South? Net? Goddamn net? StreamYard. So let me I'm gonna tell the people that love to like come up and try to take down people's channel. Don't even try it, because I'm not gonna show my StreamYard. Alright? I'm not showing my StreamYard. What is the question again? What question? Oh, see, maybe him find a Yo, shout out to y'all, man. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? 4 ways to support. Like, watch, chat, and donate. Tell them, SJ. Let them know, baby. The donation link is pinned. You heard me? The donation link is pinned. So this is the StreamYard link, y'all. Y'all can hit that StreamYard link and come up and let me know what y'all think about this situation. It is my opinion that these two are house slaves and they're working for the slave master. And this is yet another move to keep Jamaican people for years to come under immense oppression, financially and otherwise, especially financially. And I believe that this move has a lot to do with the oil, the 700 billions of barrels of oil deposit that they found and estimated. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you this. Yes, I want to show you this queen right here.
Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. David Costa, the Dean and CEO here at Robert Kennedy College in Zurich, Switzerland. And I'm here today to introduce...
Pulling all the things back. You want to say it will correct some way or the other. He will always warn, whether the message go through, whether people want to receive it or not. But he.
So I did a video. Let me read what Andre W said, because he said a lot. He said it's amazing the French consistently get away with stuff. Man, talk about it. Look on Montego Bay Air Runaways. It's a national disgrace. Damn. Hey Sharon, you want to hit the link? You want to call me? You want to call me and talk about that? What is the question again? I don't know what I said there. Andre W says, especially with Haiti, it's always inside threats that always doing the most when it comes to the people. Facts. Facts. It's always the inside threats. Thank you to the 60 people that hit the like button. Thank you so much. Now I want to show you this queen right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video on this. I will continue to plug this in as much as I can. This lady has prophesied an impending threat on the country overall in terms of a man-made disaster. And she's going to talk about in this video of another man that had the same dream, right? And if you think I'm playing, I had somebody in my comment section right here on your screen, as you can see. Let me move myself. I'm too big. You can't see the entire text. I did a video. The first video I did highlighting this lady's vision. This person said this in the chat. Right? Look at it. And this is Jamaican. You know this is Jamaican. Jaja, I dream exactly what this lady is saying Thursday night. That was Thursday gone, right? To Friday morning. It was a big earthquake, and then the earth began to turn over and go under the water. I was under, and I saw, and I can see the light at the top from under the water. Then I jumped out of my dream feeling scared. Now I see this lady saying it right now. I feel so scared all over again. So this person dreamt the same vision that this lady, Miss Carrie Ann, right? Miss Carrie Ann had this vision that she saw Jamaica get hit by a magnitude 9 earthquake. And she was specific enough that it hit just below St. Anne, Ocho Rios in St. Anne, right? She said the earthquake took 3,000 people's lives in her vision. Then a tsunami came afterwards, and the tsunami added with the earthquake took 10,000 plus people's lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to put the link to the entire videos that I've done already. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a playlist on these hurricane videos, on these hurricane. I'm going to make a playlist of these videos about the tsunami and the earthquake that she prophesied. I'm gonna put all the videos together in one. I'm just gonna name it the Great Tsunami, the Great Earthquake and Tsunami of Jamaica. That's what I'm gonna name it. All right, guys. So I want you guys to check that out. Let me see. Playlist. Create a new one. Put it on public. Can't put it on private. Gotta put it on public. So put it on public. The Great Earthquake and Tsunami. All right. I'm going to plug this in as much as I can, especially that I have so many of you watching. Let me play this video in the meantime. Listen to what the lady is saying.
We will absolutely warn. Brothers and sisters, as you know, I've been warning about Jamaica. And I think that the algorithm on here have picked up a lot that I'm mentioning the word Jamaica. And
St. Anne is the north side. St. Anne is the north side, bag of chips. Yeah, St. Anne is the north side.
I'm now I'm having problems again. Keep praying for this channel, because I don't know how to code anything. I'm just at this point where I'm coding here, I'm coding there, and I can't say the name. I'm just going to continue to say Jamaica. I know they're doing.
Oh, thank you for that comment. Sir, who told you they found oil in Jamaica? That's a lie. We all dream and vision, just sitting here laughing at you guys. Thank you for that comment. You motivate me to show you the proof. Wait a minute. Let me go for the video. Oh, you think I'm out here? You think I'm out here talking about something that I don't have proof of? Thank you for that comment. Yes, Lord. Let's get it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Lightning
Let me play the video. Hold up, Empress. Hold up, Queen. Hold up, Queen. I gotta go to this. I gotta go to my own video where I show the proof. Wait a minute. Yep.
Let's get.
All right, here we
How
go.
much control?
Here we go.
Out of these areas.
Here we go.
That's what it's saying on this map. I live to see.
Is going to be fulfilled all the way out to 2050 by at least
the non-executive director.
This is an important lady right here. Listen.
Between 40 and 50% coming from fossil fuels. We're in an energy transition. Transitions take decades. And there's a growing realization that reserves have to be replaced in order to meet that energy demand.
But the potential is huge.
Reserves have to be replaced to meet out of these. Well, the government of Jamaica can just doubt it very much. Because, you know, in my opinion, this government really don't care about us, but I digress. Let's go.
Well, we've built a very close relationship with the island of Jamaica and the government.
So he said, the man said they have a close relationship with both governments, the opposition and the present government. And this person in the chat talking about I'm lying? Man, go watch my video. You crazy. They got a close relationship with the Jamaican government. All right. Y'all remember to like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe. We got 3 people watching. Please share this with 2 people. That's how we multiply. Let me take this off the screen right here. And nobody block that person. Nobody. No, that's wrong. Do not block that person. Nobody block that person.
Well, we've built a very close relationship with the island of Jamaica and the government, not only the host government, but the political opposition as well.
So they got a relationship not only with the ruling government, but with the opposition as well. You don't say. The opposition, meaning Mr. Mark Golden. So not only does the JLP know about the oil deposits, the 700 billion barrels of oil that they found, all right, but the PMP does and the JLP does as well. Listen. So, Marky G, Mr. Mark Golden, sir, when did you, okay, so let me phrase this question good. Did you make the Jamaican people aware? How did you represent us as the opposition with these decisions that were being made? Is there anything in the Constitution that helps us, helps you to defend us? For, you know, so the government of Jamaica can just make decisions about the environment that could possibly affect us. Shout out to Timo in the building. That could possibly affect us, our children and our children's children, generations to come. But they don't need to talk to us about it. I mean, the moment y'all heard about this was not big news. This was not blasting all over all social media. I never heard about this until yesterday. That is weird. Cartel coming out of prison was bigger than this. This should have been trending. Jamaica got gold, possibly, and oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the original video.
In Guyana, 7 billion barrels so far in Walter.
I'm going to play the original video to cut out my talking points so this person in the chat can be educated on what the hell is going on. Listen.
Well, we've built a very close relationship with the island of Jamaica and the government, not only the host government, but the political opposition as well. Everybody's very keen and supportive to see this well drilled, purely because of the economics, the potential upside and value. The size of the prize is huge for what is a reasonably low minimum investment. And in fact, as a demonstration of the support of the government, they kindly hosted us this evening for this evening's shareholder event, which we're very excited about.
The energy demand for the world is going to be fulfilled all the way out to 2050 by at least between 40 and 50% coming from fossil fuels. We're in an energy transition. Transitions take decades. And there's a growing realization that reserves have to be replaced in order to meet that energy demand.
The potential is huge. It's a potentially life-changing license for the island of Jamaica. The size and scale and value is truly mind-blowing. This project could be potentially 7 billion barrels of recoverable oil. It could be
7 billion barrels of crude oil. Talk to me. For Jamaica. Oh, we gonna prove today, baby. Nobody gonna call me out saying I'm lying and I don't prove that shit. All right? Let me go back right here to what this man just said and look at his title.
Well, we've built a very close relationship with the island of Jamaica and the government.
This is Brian Larkin, the CEO of the company that has the license to drill for oil in Jamaica. Point blank, period. And let me show you the map. Let me show you the map. Right? Let me take these 2 house slaves off of this. Let me show you the map where they show where the oil actually is. Where it's actually at in Jamaica. I'm going to show you the map. I'm going to keep playing the video in the meantime.
government, not only the host government but the political opposition as well. Everybody's very keen and supportive to see this well drilled, purely because of the economics, the potential upside and value. The size of the prize is huge for what is a reasonably low minimum investment, and in fact, as a demonstration of the support of the government, they've kindly hosted us this evening for this evening's shareholder event, which we're very excited about.
The energy demand for the world is going to be fulfilled all the way out to 2050 by at least between 40 and 50% coming from fossil fuels. We're in an energy transition. Transitions take decades, and there's a growing realisation that reserves have to be replaced in order to meet that energy demand.
The potential is huge. It's a potentially life-changing licence for the island of Jamaica. The size and scale and value is truly mind-blowing. This project could be potentially 7 billion barrels of recoverable oil. It could potentially double the GDP of the island as a standalone project, and it could also generate over $30 billion of tax take for the island of Jamaica. So the scale is quite substantial.
The Jamaican opportunity is really a unique one. It's a massive acreage holding, over 22,000 square kilometres, which is the equivalent of 3.5 million football pitches, and really the opportunity to be first mover in a country that is energy hungry, that would like to replace its imports with indigenous supply. More than that, the way that we're looking at Jamaica now, and the technical work that's advanced, we see.
Did you hear what she said? Whoever you are in the chat calling me a liar, talk about you laughing at me. Ha ha ha. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? She said it's an opportunity to become the first to drill for oil in Jamaica. You heard them talk about the financial potential, 700 billion barrels of oil. She even went on to say there's an estimate of a million barrels of oil a day? 1 million barrels of oil a day. Let me show you the picture. This is the picture that I took from their presentation and made my thumbnail. Those areas are the oil deposits. They're showing you where they are. Where is the lie? Where's the lie? When I'm speaking my opinion, I say my opinion. When I know it's allegedly, I say allegedly. But when I'm speaking facts, I speak facts. I'm going to skim through the video and show you another picture, a more detailed picture that she had in her presentation of how it looked. Bam!
Here's the big secret about women. We want you to flirt with us. We even want you to get
exactly the same.
Pause. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. I'm going to enlarge this as much as I can. This is the oil deposits, ladies and gentlemen. So the earthquake that the lady envisioned is physically possible. Because if they start drilling for this oil and they hit something that they shouldn't hit, like she saw in her dream, hello, catastrophic, disastrous events. I'm glad you came in here and challenged me. Yes, I want more of you to come in here and challenge what I'm saying. Hit the link. Hit the link. Call in. Because you're going to sound stupid. Please hit the link, goddammit. These people are showing you where the oil deposits are, the areas that they want to actually go and dig. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let me play back the video of the Queen talking about the man, right?
Up a lot that I'm mentioning the word Jamaica, and I'm now I'm having problems again. Keep praying for this channel, because I don't know how to code them anything. I'm just at this point where
I don't need you to see her right now. I need you to look at the screen and see the oil deposits that is in Jamaica, that this company is they're salivating to dig for, and you out here talking about somebody lying. Man, get the out of here, man.
And brothers and sisters, look, when I get emails and it's more than one email saying the same thing, I have to pay attention.
So full context, right? She had a vision. I did a video about her vision, warning the people of Jamaica about a potential magnitude 9 earthquake that's going to be followed by a tsunami in her vision. She said in her vision, the Lord said in days, what is spiritual days, it doesn't have to mean literal days, but it means it's soon. So it's an impending threat. This is no joke. All right. 130 watching, only 70 likes. Can we get the likes up, please? All right. So you're looking at the screen and you're seeing the oil deposits. This person that just came in the chat talked about there was no oil being drilled. I just proved that's cap. Because the people in the video from the company said they have spoken to the opposition and the government, and they have a license to drill for oil. All right? So this person seemed to be a JLP because now they want to move the goalposts and talk about Nigel Clark. I'm done talking about Nigel Clark and Andrew Holness. They are both coons. All right? They are both sellouts, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. It's called freedom of speech. All right? It's called a constitution. Go read it. Okay? You're entitled to your opinion as well. Unless you get disrespectful and I feel like kicking you out forever. But keep it respectful. Thank you kindly. So let's go to the queen and her vision, because not only did she envision it, a man came on the internet yesterday and had a similar vision. Almost line for line, y'all. 9-point plus earthquake, tsunami, Jamaica, half of Jamaica being destroyed. All right? So let's hear her talk about the vision. And I'm going to keep this on the screen to show you how legit her vision is a possibility that it definitely could happen if they start drilling for oil. Because why? Jamaica is on a large, long fault line. If you know anything about earthquakes, if you know anything about tectonic plates and them shifting, Jamaica is on a large fault line, y'all. There has been 166 earthquakes recorded in Jamaica, according to the same news. Mainstream media has reported this. 166 earthquakes. Right? A geologist, well, not a geologist, I keep saying that. A professor, Mr. Simon, came on Nationwide and said that Jamaica is to expect a magnitude 7 earthquake. And he doesn't know when. Why did he say that? Because the multiple amounts of earthquake, he says it is stressing out the fault line. And he says the stress that puts on the fault line is going to cause a bigger earthquake. He said the magnitude 7 earthquake, which is not far from the magnitude 9 plus she's talking about. He said that magnitude 7 earthquake may cause a tsunami. Man, come on, man. Who y'all playing with? Who y'all playing with coming here talking about I'm lying? I'm putting the pieces together. Listen and learn something. And warn your family. Because this threat seems to be legit. It's better to be prepared than not to be prepared. What the hell are you talking about? And what is your name, by the way? Is that Dumbs? Oh, man. Your name is Dumbs? Your name is Dioms? Yo, yeah. I ain't gonna even argue with you no more. I'm just gonna play the video. I wasn't even arguing with you. I ain't even gonna focus on you no more. Thank you, though. Listen. Listen to the queen.
I have to. Even if it's one email and it's very, 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 very significant, I still pay attention, right? So there's about, I don't know, maybe about 6 emails, 5 o'clock, firm in my spirit that the tsunami, that the earthquake and the tsunami is soon. It won't be long.
Man, these damn ads.
That's what is going to happen to the country of Jamaica. It is not far off. You have to take it. We only can warn. And like I say to brothers and sisters, look, people may not want the video, that just, you know, chops their teeth and kiss their teeth. I don't want to know.
Talk to them,
because
Queen.
they're like
Talk to
that.
them.
You know, their tunnel vision in sin, their tunnel vision in unrighteousness, their tunnel vision in wickedness. So they don't have any time for the prophetic. They don't have any time to hear the voice of the Most High.
Talk
because
to
they're
him.
consumed with evil.
Yes.
You listen to me, church. So your part is to make sure that, you know, we are warning on here. You're in the right place. They send the videos out. One of the
share the video, y'all. Share the video. All right. Share the video. Because the information is too important to not share. You got 128 people watching. Oh, and somebody just reached out to me and asked me if I got a WhatsApp group. I sure do. I sure do. Right? I'm going to drop the WhatsApp link in the chat right now. For you guys. Let me continue to play this. While I do that, listen.
Open it, yes or no, it's up to them. But blood is off your hands. Now, so when all these videos began to come in, brothers and sisters, I open it. And when I opened the video, it was an elderly gentleman. I forgot the name of the channel. What's the title of the video? Earthquake and tsunami destroys Jamaica, something like that. Earthquake and tsunami destroys Jamaica. And this video was uploaded about maybe a day now, 1 day ago. And the vision that I had well, I've been having many visions since 2017, but the vision that I had concerning exactly what this elderly gentleman was saying, I had this vision on the 2nd of August, 2024. So I don't know when he had his vision, but the video uploaded 1 day ago. And everything that not everything, but most things that this elderly gentleman is saying concerning the tsunami is only the Most I could show him this. I'm telling you, Ahaya cannot lie. Ahaya never lies. I don't know if he's seen my video or anything like that. I don't know. But I feel in my spirit that the Most High has given him this vision. And the vision is true for whatever he's seen that mirrored my vision. So here's the thing. So when I was watching him, he said some stuff that exactly what the Lord showed me on the 2nd of August, right? So this elderly gentleman says that the earthquake that is going to hit Jamaica will be over 9 points. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying this since the 2nd of August, 2024. All my Jamaican videos from then, from the 2nd of August up until now doing this video, the 28th of August. I've given you the Richter scale, what this earthquake is going to be. Ahaya cannot lie. Ahaya never lies. He is the spirit of truth. And this elderly gentleman says that in his vision, the Most High showed him that the earthquake will be over 9 point something. And that is what I've been saying. Go back and watch the Jamaican playlist, Jamaican Tsunami, and you will understand that the Lord is speaking. Ahaya is speaking, and he's warning. So that's the first thing. When he said that, I shook my head and I said, yes, Father, you are speaking. The second thing that mirrored my vision with this elderly gentleman, he said that when the tsunami was coming in, people thought it was the sky. Because it looks like the sky. That's what I said. I said when the Most High lifted me from the earth, and I saw him lift me a little bit above Jamaica, I saw what appears to look like the sky, but it wasn't the sky, it was the water. The water was climbing the mountain like a man. Because the Blue Peak Mountain is high. Those holy mountains of the Most High out there in Jamaica, it is high. It's not tiny, they're high, right? And I saw the sea climb the mountain. It's almost as if it reached the sky. And people thought, and I thought that it was the sky that I was looking at. Then I realized, oh, this ain't the sky, this is water. That is to show you how high the thing is going to be, brothers and sisters. People have to wake up. And that's what the gentleman said in his vision that the Most High gave him. He said that he was in his house and his house was floating away. That's what I saw. You listen to me, church.
Listen.
That's what I saw when the tsunami came over Jamaica and I was underneath the sea. I saw cars, I saw houses, I saw people, I saw animals, I saw trees floating away. It was going back towards Ocho, back towards Mababe, Negril, that side, Port Antonio, that side of the island. That's how it was going back. Like somebody was pulling all the things back. You want to say it was currency, heavy currency underneath there, current pulling things back. But it felt like it was the hand of somebody that was just literally just tearing the people and the things back in the sea. So that's what he said. He said that his house began to float. What he said as well is that whilst he was in the vision, it felt so real that he woke up absolutely terrified. Now, obviously, when you watch the vision that I gave on the 2nd of August, 2024, I said the same thing. I said I was overwhelmed because I couldn't breathe. I thought, this is it. I have to, swallow the water and let the water take me through until the angel of the Most High came to me and said, it's okay, you can breathe. You will be okay. And those people who belong to the Most High will be absolutely fine. So the vision felt real. So I understood what the old man was saying when he was giving the prophecy. Another thing he said, which is a little bit I understand what he's saying, but the difference between what he said and what I said is that he said the tsunami happened because something fell from the sky, like a lightning hit something. Watch this, listen to the vision. He said that the lightning hit something in the sky and it dropped into the sea and exploded. Listen to what I said. When I went back and I understood that they're what, digging
Yo, am I back?
for oil in Jamaica.
Yo, am I back? Yo, don't tell me that they interrupting my ish. Am I back, y'all? Can y'all see me? Somebody just text me, ask me what happened. Damn. Man, they trying to block this information, y'all. Yo. Miss Collins, I'm back. I should be back now. Yo, can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Wow. How long have I been gone for, y'all? How long have I been gone for? Yo, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Can y'all hear me? Damn. Yo, am I back? Yo, I'm back. Yo, they messing with my stream, man. Damn. They don't want this information to go out, man. They don't want this information to go out, man. They do not want this information to go out. They messing with my live, man. Man, for 5 minutes I was out. Damn. Let me play back 5 minutes of what the lady was saying. Man, oh man.
You listen to me, church. So your part is to make sure that, you know, we are warning on here. You're in the
Yo,
right.
like and share this video. Let's go, man. They're trying to stop this, man.
Now,
wow.
when all these videos began to come in, brothers and sisters, I open it. And when I opened the video, it was an elderly gentleman. I forgot the name of the channel.
Listen.
What's the title of the video? Earthquake and tsunami destroys Jamaica.
Yo, share this video with 10 people, man. I'm telling you. They messing with this content. My other videos that I did about this pending threat, those videos did not get no views. As soon as I start talking about this, my life cut off. Man, I don't think that's coincidental. I need y'all help. Share this video, man. Share this video.
Something like that. Earthquake and tsunami destroys Jamaica. And this video was uploaded about maybe a day now, 1 day ago. And the vision that I had well, I've been having many visions since 2017, but the vision that I had concerning exactly what this elderly gentleman was saying, I had this vision on the 2nd of August, 2024. So I don't know when he had his vision, but the video uploaded 1 day ago. And everything that not everything, but most things that this elderly gentleman is saying concerning the tsunami, it's only the most I could show him this. I'm telling you, Ahaya cannot lie. Ahaya never lied. I don't know if he's seen my video or anything like that. I don't know. But I feel in my spirit that the Most High has given him this vision. And the vision is true for whatever he's seen that mirrored my vision. So here's the thing. So when I was watching him, he said some stuff that exactly what the Lord showed me on the 2nd of August, right? So this elderly gentleman says that the earthquake that is going to hit Jamaica will be over 9 points. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying this since the 2nd of August, 2024. All my Jamaican videos from then, from the 2nd of August up until now doing this video, the 28th of August. I've given you the Richter scale, what this earthquake is going to be. Ahaya cannot lie. Ahaya never lies. He is the spirit of truth. And this elderly gentleman says that in his vision, the Most High showed him that the earthquake will be over 9 point something. And that is what I've been saying. Go back and watch the Jamaican playlist, Jamaican Tsunami, and you will understand that the Lord is speaking. Ahaya is speaking, and he's warning. So that's the first thing. When he said that, I shook my head and I said, yes, Father, you are speaking. The second thing that mirrored my vision with this elderly gentleman, he said that when the tsunami was coming in, people thought it was the sky. Because it looks like the sky. That's what I said.
Listen.
I said when the Most High lifted me from the earth, and I saw him lift me a little bit above Jamaica, I saw what appears to look like the sky, but it wasn't the sky, it was the water. And the water was climbing the mountain like a man. Because the Blue Peak Mountain is high. Those holy mountains of the Most High out there in Jamaica, it is high. It's not tiny, they're high, right? And I saw the sea climb the mountain. It's almost as if it reached the sky. And people thought, and I thought that it was the sky that I was looking at. Then I realized, oh, this ain't the sky, this is water. That is to show you how high the thing is going to be, brothers and sisters. People have to wake up. And that's what the gentleman said in his vision that the Most High gave him. He said that he was in his house and his house was floating away. That's what I saw. You listen to me, church. That's what I saw when the tsunami came over Jamaica and I was underneath the sea. I saw cars, I saw houses, I saw people, I saw animals, I saw trees floating away. It was going back towards Ocho back towards Mababe, Negril, that side, Port Antonio, that side of the island. That's how it was going back. Like somebody was pulling all the things back. You want to say it was currency, heavy currency underneath their current, pulling things back. But it felt like it was the hand of somebody that was just literally just tearing the people and the things back in the sea.
Imagine how it would feel if you could learn to play worship guitar like a pro in just 10 days. Listen, I know that.
So that's what he said. He said that his house began to float. What he said as well is that whilst he was in the vision, it felt so real that he woke up absolutely terrified. Now, obviously, when you watch the vision that I gave on the 2nd of August, 2024, I said the same thing. I said I was overwhelmed because I couldn't breathe. I thought, this is it. I have to, swallow the water and let the water take me through until the angel of the Most High came to me and said, it's okay, you can breathe. You will be okay. And those people who belong to the Most High will be absolutely fine. So the vision felt real. So I understood what the old man was saying when he was giving the prophecy. Another thing he said, which is a little bit, I understand what he's saying, but the difference between what he said and what I said is that he said, the tsunami happened because something fell from the sky.
Yes,
like a lightning.
That was the only difference in their vision. In his vision, a lightning hit something in the sky and it fell from out the sky and fell into the ocean, caused the earthquake and a tsunami. That was the only difference in their vision. So their visions are parallel up to that point of how the earthquake started. That is the only difference. How the tsunami started and how the earthquake started, that is the only difference in their and I'm gonna play that guy's video next. Alright? Check it out. Check it out. Shout out to Melly Mel in the building. V-Max salute.
Hit something, watch this. Listen to the vision. He said that the lightning hit something in the sky and it dropped into the sea and exploded. Listen to what I said. When I went back and I understood that they were digging for oil in Jamaica, what did I say happened? That caused the earthquake. If you listen to the vision properly, I said that the wicked, right, struck something underneath the earth that they shouldn't hit. And it gave off the 9.5. Are you listening, church?
Woo! I just caught that. Oh my God. Yo. Whoa. I just caught that. So what she's saying is her dream and the dream of the old man is similar, because it's very, very similar. It's almost exactly the same, because she said in her vision that something struck the earth and hit something it was not supposed to hit. That is dangerous. And it caused a 9-point-something earthquake. And the 9-point-something earthquake then caused the tsunami. Wow. Let me play that back. I missed that. I was watching this video. I missed that. Man, see, you gotta watch these things over. Wow.
Digging for oil in Jamaica. What did I say?
Shout out to D Moms for sparking this. Thank you. Thank you for questioning me. Thank you for challenging me. Thank you.
That caused the earthquake. If you listen to the vision properly, I said that the wicked,
listen to this,
in the sky and it dropped into the sea and exploded. Listen to what I said. When I went back and I understood that they were digging for oil in Jamaica, what did I say happened? That caused the earthquake. If you listen to the vision properly, I said that the wicked, right, struck something underneath the earth that they shouldn't hit. And it gave off the 9.5. Are you listening, church? Are you listening to what I'm saying? Are you listening to the prophecy? I said in the video that I did concerning oil, mining, digging for oil found in Jamaica. Go find that video. It's in the playlist, Jamaica Tsunami. I said it very, very clearly because that is what the Most High showed me. Something hits, while they were carrying on digging or whatever they were doing, it hit something in the earth in Jamaica that it shouldn't have touched. Something sacred. Something sacred. and that's what gave off the 9-pointer. But I understand that the old man said something was in the sky, lightning struck, went into the sea and caused the tsunami because something underneath the bottom of the sea exploded. So that's where it kind of a little bit differ. But in terms of, you know, striking something, so the lightning struck something up in the sky, where as I saw the vision, something was struck underneath the earth. So it's very similar. Something got struck to cause a tsunami. So the vision with the old man and myself is very, very similar. What else did he say? Said some more stuff. I forgot. If you know the guys, if you're watching this and you know what I'm talking about on the channel, it's okay to post it here. I think it's a Rasta channel. I don't want to send it to Rastafarian channel, you know. I really don't want to.
Hey, bag of chips. Could you WhatsApp me the link that you used to find the fault lines? Because I didn't get to look it up. So what she's saying is the visions really coexist very well. So something struck the earth, but in her vision it didn't say what struck the earth. So it's possible that the man's vision had more detail as to what struck the earth, right? And this man allegedly lives in Jamaica, right? I'm going to, and I want you guys to look at the screen. Look at this right here. This was in my comment section. This is even more confirmation. The first video that I did with this lady showing Miss Carrie Ann, Sister Carrie Ann, showing her prophecy, right? This person commented this. They said they had the same dream last Thursday and jumped out of their sleep in fear. And they said when they listened to her talk about her own vision, it all came back. The fear came right back. Man, yo, you can't make this up, man. These are random people, man. You can't make this up. You see a you use multi-maps on Google? Yo, you need to, I'm gonna try and find it. I'm gonna play the video of the man giving his account, right? Of the actual, I'm gonna play the video of the man giving the account of his dream. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, and show you that. All right. So you guys can get the confirmation of all of this, right?
Multiple large discoveries tied back to each.
I don't want to take that off. I want to leave that in the vault. Yeah, I want to leave that in the vault.
Pushes everything that way.
Need that.
I want you to listen to what I'm saying.
Oh no, cancel.
It pushes everything.
Yeah, I don't need to change that either. I'm gonna use another source. I need to keep
As of
that.
2023, Africa's total debt amount.
Damn, that's a good one too. I can't change that. Damn. All right, I'm gonna take this one out for sure.
What up, people?
All right, yeah, man, we can't take out this one. All right, so this is source 6. All right, so source 6. Let's go.
Similar.
What in the world?
What else did he say? Said some more stuff. I forgot. If you know the guys, if you're watching this and you know what I'm talking about on the channel, it's okay to post it here. I think it's a Rasta channel.
Oh shit!
I don't want to send it to
I
Rasta.
took out the wrong
channel,
video, y'all. My bad. My bad. Damn. I took the wrong video link. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm slow. I'm slow.
Enlightening.
Here we go. This is the video right here. I'm slow. Hey, for the brother that texts me on WhatsApp, you could call in, man. Hey, you could call in, man. Call me on WhatsApp, man. I'll answer the phone on here. You could talk. Everybody, you know, we can have a discussion. Call in, my brother. Call in. All right. I appreciate the
lightning strike up in the sky.
All right.
And take down some device that they have up there. What?
Pause. Let's go, and I'm gonna show you the brother because I had him on the thumbnail. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take down this picture right here. All right, I'm gonna take that down. All right, let's go.
Here with the world, see them way, you know. All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings
right,
to everyone.
What's your name?
My name is Caleb Gale.
Caleb Gale.
So, as you look and you can see, I am around a long time. It don't mean that I'm so old, but it means that I am around a long time. Anyway, I want the eyes of my people to be open to really what's coming. Because sometimes things come in and we are not aware. But it's a blessing when your eyes can open to be aware of what is coming. I have a dream as a warning that frighten me and get me out of my bed holding on to the wall. I dreamed that I was on the beach and it looked like the ocean touched the sky. It was a very pretty circle to take a picture. So I figure, let me go get my camera and take a picture of this nice circle. But before I turn around, a lightning strike up in the sky and take down some device that they have up there. What it is, I don't know. But the lightning come in contact with what up there and take it down. And it hit the ocean. And when it get down in the ocean, it seems to explode. And it send off a tsunami upon the land. I stand there and watch, and I believe the biggest mountain that I ever behold was coming at me. That was the wave, so high. And I didn't know what to do to escape this because it was coming so fast. So I run inside the house. You know, as soon as I get in there, I feel the house was floating away with me. I was so frightened and never been so scared. I get up out of sleep and I find myself holding on to the walls.
Listen, man. This man is giving you a detailed account of his vision of an earthquake at magnitude 9.5 and a tsunami that follows. You understand what I'm saying? And for the brother that voice noted me, listen to my first video that I did about the tsunamis. Listen to it. Because she detailed how God is going to protect his people in that disaster. She said God is going to tilt Jamaica so the entire Jamaica is not destroyed by the tsunami and the earthquake. She was very detailed. Y'all support the platform. Nightbot just dropped the PayPal direct link and the anonymous link is pinned at the top. Support the platform, y'all.
And I realized I wasn't even in the bed. I was so frightened. So I turned to myself and I said, Father, I know that you're trying to show me something, but a bit rough. I said, you frighten me. You scare me. Anyway, I want to know the rest of what's happening. So I'm going to lay down again. And when I lay down again, I want you to tell me what you're trying to tell me. But not so rough. As soon as I put my head on the pillow, I did not have to wait. I was seeing everything, and I seen the reporter from America with a big camera on their shoulder as they walk across with the dead bodies laying on the ground and all the destruction that the tsunami left. They was walking through the rubble and saying that this is a 9 point whatever earthquake shake up underneath the ocean floor and send out the tsunami to the land. But the Creator showed me something else. It was not true. That one should not be blamed on the earthquake. That one was coming from upstairs. I just don't know what was up there, but the lightning take it down. So I am warning that be careful and make it right also with your Creator, because some destruction is going to hit Jamaica very, very bad. I think that would be the worst thing happen to Jamaica. It was almost half of Jamaica was completely wiped out by the tsunami. So I'm watching my step and begging the Creator to hold me by my right hand, because I know that this world really spread out for trouble. And everyone should be more careful and look for the other life to come. This one is not so stable. Blessing and learn as we go along. Look up instead of down. Bless up.
Respect, man. Yeah.
Man, listen. Shout out to RJW says Jim Tommy's still here. Yes, Kenneth Pierre. Share this live with any Jamaican friends that you have. I've been shouting this from the mountaintop from the past 2 days, how serious this is. We have Miss Sister Carrie Ann with her prophecy. We have this man had his dream. I had a random lady in my chat or person in my chat co-signing her dream. She had the same dream. My mother has dreamt this vision, not in its detail, but in terms of Ocherius being covered in water, she did. And the lady, Miss Carrie Ann, said Ochi, she doesn't know how much of Ochi is going to be covered in water, but it's going to be covered in water. Listen, man, I can't make this stuff up, man. All of it is just, it's not coincidental. It is not coincidental. All the pieces, in my opinion, are really, really adding up. They really coming together. This man yesterday with this prophecy, oh yeah. It's like a perfect match in terms of a piece of the puzzles coming together. You have the oil situation. What is this thing in the sky that they have that a lightning is going to take out? That's like an act of God or something. What is that thing in the sky that they have, whoever has, that lightning is going to take out in this man's vision and cause a 9-point-something earthquake? Mighty God. Bag of Chips says, one land survey map of Jamaica, and it's like the west side of Jamaica has a fragile foundation spot, so that might had potential for river to form, make it 2 Jamaicas. Damn. Shout out to Bag of Chips with the research. So Bag of Chips, you telling me you looked at the I wonder if the brother is okay with me playing the voice note.
That's a dragon that was in the national stadium. That's a dragon that was in the national stadium.
Hey man, you gotta call in, man. Yo, I'm gonna call you, man. You sending me pieces and pieces. Man, I'm calling you, man. You on the show, man. I'm calling you, man. God damn it. Yeah, I'm calling you, bro. Yeah, I'm calling you right now, man. God damn it. Yo, you are on the show. You're on the show. You have to turn off the song.
Hey man, you gotta call in.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on the TV.
Yo, I'm calling you, man.
Them can't see your number, them just can't hear you.
Yeah.
So what y'all say? What y'all say now, my general, about that situation?
Yeah. Pertaining to what this lady said, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a natural fact. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because too much things is happening in Jamaica right now.
Right.
A lot of things have been sold behind our backs and we don't know about it.
Right.
And to that picture that I saw with them drilling the oil.
Well, they're not drilling the oil. Those are the areas that they're planning to drill. Let's keep that in context. The picture I'm showing right now, that you see those ships, they're showing you where they're planning 5 spots in there where there's potentially more oil than anywhere else that's in that area. So they are planning to drill in that area. I don't know if they're drilling it. I don't have no clue about that. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I've listened to more than one talk show, because first I've been on yours, but I always see your videos in at Top of the Press.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I always take a look at them. And anything is possible at this moment. Anything is possible, because one aspect of it is about the government planning to use nuclear energy.
Talk about it, my general.
Jamaica is too small for nuclear energy.
Bingo.
when it comes to nuclear, I want a lot of people to really sit and understand and research what is nuclear. If even the cell towers have nuclear energy, right?
Right.
And if that can affect you, what about the big one if it comes to Jamaica and damage? So we don't have a facility. We don't have the people to run around, do this, do that. You understand? There's no medication. There's nothing at all. No health facility in Jamaica to contain nuclear.
Trained operatives.
No trained personnel in Jamaica.
Facts.
Right?
Right.
These people only grabbing for their own pockets, because when these things start happening, they just hit a plane and out of here.
Right, exactly.
You understand? Exactly. Their families ain't here. So if tomorrow morning them say, all right, then you want know, you know, so something about happen Thursday. You hear me?
Yeah.
Me leave Jamaica, you know. See? You wonder how they get up and then gone.
Right. Just like how the Prime Minister conveniently taking money out of SSL just in time.
Right before it falls.
Thank you. Continue.
Right before it falls. And you see, all right, you eat something, right? I want to know why this present government is so bombarded on Jamaicans. You close down the country, lock it down, no movements.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't afford to have time to move around, to withdraw your money from there and to there. Right?
Right.
It was so shameful. When you lock down the country, Victoria, a lady from America, come down here, walk the street of Fort Urias, saw her on a video. She said, oh my God. I've been to Jamaica all these years. And now it's the first time coming to Jamaica and it's like a ghost town. What happened?
I remember that video.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Right? Brother, them need to take up on themselves, because what them doing, them going to wreck this country. And this country is such a paradise, because you notice everybody from left, right, and center want to come to Jamaica.
That's facts.
You understand? I know say me not have the foreign mind, you know. I mean, I say if me get the go, me not going to go. But one thing me can tell them, I will be coming back home. I just only need to go work and come back home. You understand?
Right.
Can't let Jamaica. Me not gonna really sacrifice Jamaica for nothing.
Right.
I will never. I'm 61 the 18th of July gone.
Congratulations, man.
Right? And I celebrate birthday. We don't wanna have the most powerful leader. He's dead and gone. But I celebrate my birthday with him on that day as well, which is Nelson Mandela.
Oh gosh, man. They can't get more powerful than that, my general.
All right, because you know that shows you how powerful I am. I'm just trying to stick to certain things. I don't know, but I'm in a jam with these people right now.
So outside of
I'm just only praying.
Outside of the tsunami, because somebody came in the chat and pretty much sparked me to talk about the potential tsunami. You know, what you think about Nigel Clark resigning and becoming a part of the IMF? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh man, that was in the pipeline long time. That was in the pipeline long time. You understand? He was only waiting on the right time to make his move.
Interesting.
Right? That was in the pipeline long time. Because if you realize, all right, the two most powerful man, all right, you have three powerful men in Jamaica, right? Which is the Governor General, the Prime Minister, the Minister of Finance.
Right.
Those are the three powerful men, right? You haven't heard from the Governor General because them lock him down. You understand? All right. The Prime Minister is part of the Privy Council. That's why I don't want to leave and go to the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ.
Up in the sky.
Fox.
Right? Then now, Nigel gone to IMF. So, you have two slave masters now. Those are the two slave masters now that we have. The IMF, Privy Council.
Sheesh. Wow.
So, brother, all Jamaicans need to do is to open prayer. And, you know, I'm a fuck, you know, you see, I wouldn't mind tomorrow morning me wake up, you know. And here's the election I call, you know, because definitely me ready long time. Ready. Oh man, these people, because they do everything to suffice themselves and not the Jamaican people.
Facts.
The Constitution's law is there. I'm trying, I don't know how to get like get a hold of a copy of the Constitution. I don't know if it's something that is downloadable.
Yeah, man. You're supposed to can go and type in the Jamaican Constitution, and there should
No, but
a
yeah,
PDF
no, but what
file.
I'm
There should
yeah,
be
but
a
what I'm
PDF
saying,
file.
what I'm saying is just like I need to have it like an exercise book where I can have it to sit down and I can walk around with it. When somebody says something, I can say, well, look at that, man. Let me go in on my Constitution book and say this.
Well, I think you would have to download it and make a book. I don't think there is a book, but I think there should be a book. I think there should be a book. But remember, it's an evolving document, you know. So they put amendments to it from time to time. So having it as a book wouldn't be you know.
No, but if it's even to have like the first section and not and not with what they are going on with. No, you understand? Because you see, we have our rights, and at times we give up our rights.
Hold your thought. Hold your thought. Shout out to BK and Miss Genesis. And who else is in the building? I just saw. We have VMAC. We have Sharon. Shout out to Sharon Bernard. Guys, the video that I'm showing that's on mute. This is the elder man's this is an animated account of how his dream and his vision went. So take a look at this. Go ahead, my general.
Because at times we do have our rights, and we give it up.
Right.
Especially like you're traveling on the road in a motor vehicle and police stop you. Right? You have rights. But
I agree with you. Like the Constitution, we need to know it back and front so we can move with more strength. So Miss Genesis said, print it out, right? It says she print out the Constitution online, walk with it. That's fact. She said she agree with you. We should definitely have it like a Bible. You know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah, because you see, I've seen it happen many a times where people have them rights and just throw it away. It even happened to me, but me never throw my own. Me stand up for my own.
Right.
And I can give you an incident. How it happened. It's roughly around roughly almost call it around 10 years now. It happened.
1 second.
Yeah,
Sharon made a point. She said Rattigan write a letter to the king in regards to what the government and Andrew Ennis is actually going out here. But you know, to her point and his point, not enough Jamaicans or anybody else wrote a letter. They could have copied his letter and send it to the king collectively. I think it would have hold more weight if 10,000 or 20,000 people share the same concern to the king and even go public. See, this is my thing, and I've suggested this to people on my platform before, and seeing that I have a good amount of people listening to me now, I have a suggestion, a peaceful suggestion, a peaceful way of protesting and getting our point across, because I am aware that, in my opinion, I should say, that there is an effort to remove or erase most of us from Jamaica. To me, some of the police forces are a little bit too aggressive, and the utterances of the Prime Minister and the Minister of Security has not helped the situation. I think it has escalated it. So to keep us in the green in terms of protecting ourselves, we need to protest, and we need to protest peacefully. Don't block no road, don't do none of that. Get your placards. Everybody has a social media. Everybody has a phone. Go live. Every single person. Imagine 1,000 persons, right, protesting, and all 1,000 of you is going live at the same time with your phones, protesting in the streets of Jamaica peacefully and getting your point across peacefully. That word is going to become viral because it's 1,000 of you guys protesting, and while protesting physically, have your own social media. So you see, if the mainstream media does not come, you going viral is going to force them to come, and they will have to show the world, because it's already being shown. Everybody's going to ask, then why is it that the mainstream media is not covering this? But this was viral on social media. Right? I think that is a good strategy for us to get our point across, that I think enough Jamaicans are tired of this government. You guys saying that you're scared is all the more reason why you should come out and peacefully protest. Right?
I'm not scared.
No, I'm telling you, a lot of people say they are scared. They wouldn't even want to have a phone call on here with me right now to how scared they are. Right?
Well, for sure, you see, that's why I'm not scared, because you what happened now. You see, so long I'm not going overboard with certain things or start certain things, I don't have a problem.
Right.
If it reaches a point where I find myself gonna get like outrageous and just close off and just take a breather for the day.
Right.
Kick back and just listen.
Self-control,
you understand?
Self-control, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because right now, brother, I tell you the truth, the incident I'm gonna tell about is like, with them time I'm in a work I watch it. I'm gonna come home one evening and one taxi, up on the front seat, I'm on my seat belt. So running some police right couples back.
Okay.
Let me see, 4 on the back, me on the front and the driver. That 5, 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So them start, them take out everybody run on the back. One Ross did run there. So they said to him. So me literally hear when the policeman asks him. Even before he come out of the car, because he was the first one on that side. So policeman said to him, say, Ross, you have anything for you? No, boss, you know, me just don't put it in my brain before me come in a taxi, you know. I said to myself, so, you know, Rasta, be careful if you have anything, just declare it. Because remember, if they find you with it, it's not going pretty on your side. So it's alright, boss, me just use it. You understand?
Right.
So it's alright then. Step out and put him one side, our next policeman, search him bag, search him pocket, and find two nice, lovely bag, $200 bag a week. Policeman said to him, say, boy, Rasta, boy, I mean, you know, you're evening up pretty this evening. It could, and it would have been pretty if you did just tell me the truth.
Right.
But it now go pretty. Go over Ivan over the source now. So there was a chef in there and him searching bag and everything. So the policeman leave and cross the street now. Come cross. Step to me, say, ask me if me have a firearm, and say no, sir. It's alright, then step out of the vehicle. I'm gonna step out. And he said I'm going to search it, but I say, hold on, bossy. Me know him, you know. My good friend, but him doing work, but me have to put him on him gloves. I say, hold on, let me see your hand before you dip your hand in my pocket. He said, I not put my hand in your pocket, brother. I just have to feel your pocket. Feel your pocket, and then feel my ratchet knife. So he said to me, say, you know you have an offensive weapon for him. I say, yes, boss, I know that. He said, you know, I can't take it from him. Well, I say, you want no. You work you do, I can't stop you. You understand? But to me explain to me, because them time I did have one little track when I walk through a night time and very lonely and dark. You understand? So that's why most likely I travel with it.
Right.
So it's one time me come out of the taxi now and I go through, I always take it out and open it and have it in my hand, because any little thing come across, brother, my word.
Straight.
Alright. So it's alright then, I'll allow you with it. Because you see sometimes when a man can explain.
Yeah, oh, you deal with them.
Right. So it's alright then, thank you. And everybody board about the vehicle except the Rasta. Alright. Go home, everything. The following week, it was a Thursday. The following Thursday, I can't remember the same car I'm in. But a different people now. You understand? Reach at a place named Maxon and stop the car. And this policeman come across.
I want to go on with that car there.
Why me don't know, you know? Me don't know, brother.
No, man, sit around with that car there, General.
You understand?
No, man, sit around with that car there, brother.
Yeah. Because I'm up on the same front seat and I have my seat belt, everything. My string bag in my lap. Because I them time I can't look at DVD, I work and watch it while I work. Watch my show them.
Alright.
So him come across and him say, good evening, sir. I said, good evening, sir. He say, you have a firearm on you? I said, no, sir. Okay. Could you step outside the vehicle? Open the door. Step out with my bag. Him say, put the bag on the car top. Put the bag on the car top. He said, you have anything for you? I said, no, sir. He said, you sure you don't have anything? I said, yes, sir. I'm going to search him. He said, yeah. Privilege is there for you to search, but I need to see your hands. So him look at me from head to foot. I like him, I said to himself, say, where this little man come from, but he wants to see my hand. Yeah. So, I don't bother something, because, you see with me, if I say, you have to try to be a certain way, my temper will get cross. So I just kind of just keep it down, just, stick the toe in my shoes.
Yeah.
It's like me I lock off every breath we may have because I know I answer him certainly.
Mm-hmm.
So feel my pocket them and feel my waist. Nobody put your hand in my pocket. And you know find nothing. So I start feel the bag now. You know, me don't know still. I just something said to me say the evening when I leave work, you know. Don't put the ratchet in your pocket, you know, brother. Just put it in your bag. Put it in your bag. Alright. But put it in the bag. And I feel the bag now, I feel it. Tell me now, you ever said to me, say, oh me say me not have nothing for him. He's back nearly a foot off of him. So I see him put your hand on your waist. I say you don't have to put your hand on your waist, brother. Because number one, you done run through me already and you real me not have no gun. So where you put your hand on your waist, sir? So I said to him, say, can I ask you a question? He said yes. I said, what's the first thing you ask me when you come over? And he's like, Miss alright then. Me ask the question and I'm ever answer them for you.
Mm-hmm.
You ask me the first thing you come over, you say good evening, and I say good evening. Secondly, you ask me say me have a firearm and I tell you no.
Mm-hmm.
You say step out of the vehicle, me step out. You say put the bag on the car top.
Right.
You have anything for you? Me say no. You know, search and it's depend and me say no, you make me see your hand and you hesitate and then you just spot me down on difference, right?
Right.
You feel the bag and you feel the knife. Me and the bag are two separate compartments. If you tell the bag say for run the back, you run. But if you tell me say run,
hey, you know you see that?
No, I told no, brother.
Hey, yeah,
no,
man.
But if him did say to me say, ask me what me having in my bag. Me could have named everything what me having in my bag.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
But you never ask me what me having in my bag. And then now you feel a knife in there now and you go. I say, alright, you want no. Cut it long story short. Do what you do. Is either you go charge me for your knife or you take the knife and make we go.
Miss Genesis said never consent to a search without a search warrant.
That's true.
Shout out to the 113 likes. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Go ahead, my general.
So him said, me said, you want no big man. Cut long story short. People in the car want go there.
Right.
It's either you charge me or you take the knife and make me go where I go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like him need to have a long conversation. So I'll give him the long conversation. So I say, you want no. Alright, we decide to lock me up. May give you the right to lock me up. But we can't name certain places. If you carry me, I'm not going to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Because there must be somebody there that knows me. They say if you even want to take me out of the parish, can I go to Kingston, anywhere go lock me up. I don't care. Because somebody must know me.
Right.
Because I'm in the street. I'm in the street and then I never get a policeman no problem yet. Yeah, hungry policeman when me give problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need problems, so I'll give you. Yeah, man, I'm say you what now? If you take the knife from me, remember, say tomorrow morning I walk back in the supermarket and I buy back a next one. So you have to look for me tomorrow evening. And if you take it from me tomorrow evening, look for me the other evening too, because I'm not stop. Yeah, man. One right me give him, one right me give him. He still lock me up, you know.
Yeah,
that's the only right.
Somebody said that. Remember that your bag is a part of you. I don't think he's arguing that his bag is not a part of him. That's why I'm telling the police to do what he wants to do, because him accept the search. He's saying that he was at fault for probably not leaving the knife altogether. And a good thing say put it in his bag. But to be fair to the gentleman on the line, ladies and gentlemen, in Jamaica, Jamaica has always been a challenging place to keep yourself safe, right?
True, man.
Things can pop off very, very easily. And remember when KB, that is Kwame Brown Boss Life, said he was at a party in Jamaica when he came here, and all of a sudden he saw two men running down another man with machetes in their hands. So these things do happen quickly and in a rush. So you have to have something on you. Even recently, I heard that they are now advocating or putting in some law, or advocating for a law where women can carry pepper spray on them. Yes.
It was all right. It was in long before. I believe in 2012 when Mark Golden was
Minister of
yeah, right.
Yeah.
From them time and right. And these people know them, that's what I'm saying. We really need to get rid of them right now. Because everything good, them turn a black eye on it and throw it overboard, throw it under the carpet. You understand?
Right.
And we need to get rid of enough of them carpet there right now.
True, man.
Because too much things under them.
May I tell you? So much
things under them. We need to.
But so much things there on that carpet, you can't even see carpet no more if you really look.
Yep. You can't see it, brother.
Carpet so high in the sky and the roof of the building to blows and scrape. Pure dirt and corruption you look at.
Yes, man.
Pure dirt and corruption.
Yeah, man, we need to get rid of it, man, because you want a data stifle it.
Yeah, a data go on, yes.
Because then just a walk and tramp upon it and things we should have gone through, not going through.
I tell you, boy.
There's a lot of things in this country that has been advocated in the previous government.
Right.
Which was working in place. Take for one instance, in Augustone, you can't believe in a 1 year, nobody not dead in Augustone.
When?
Not sure. When Andre Hilton was MP up there.
Where you say go on?
Yeah, man.
So,
and you know, Augustone, no, but you know, Augustone, I know one nice
but
little place.
I'm so surprised, yeah.
Yeah, it happened 1 year. And what they did was to, like the people in the area, they come together. You understand? Them have them meetings. Them have, them try to do every little thing for the youths them in the community.
Right.
You understand? And zero for one, that's me I said to myself, so then if that can't happen this up, it can't happen any elsewhere. Any other else here it can.
Yo,
but
to your point, me tell people all the while, if the government want crime to stop tomorrow, it can't stop today. That's how much power they have.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, based off of that knowledge, they don't want the crime to stop.
No. All right. Let me ask you a question. How long have you been in Jamaica?
I live in Jamaica all of my life, man. Me a 30 plus year old, man.
All right. And all your years coming up. And all your doings in Jamaica. A politics me have up on now.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever heard of any minister of security cannot leave Jamaica in your time coming up?
Hey, you talk about Horace Chang, you know.
We never call on him.
Brother, listen to me, man. Me, we call him. Listen to me. The Minister of National Security is Horace Chang. And it is alleged. Me, I go say alleged. Because me no go do the research yet. I'm gonna look up.
WikiLeaks.
WikiLeaks. It is alleged that this man is being accused or has been in organized crime. And this man is the Minister of Security.
Listen,
there's some strange things going on in this world. All around the world, not just in Jamaica. And if you really pay attention and keep an eye on what's going on globally, you realize it's the same games being played everywhere. How is it possible that you have somebody that is alleged to be involved in organized crime as your Minister of Security? I'm supposed to do an entire video on that. It's just because I don't do the research yet. And then this thing come up with the tsunami and has taken precedence because this is an impending threat. You understand? This is the same Minister of Security, you know, people, just for full context, that does not want to release the sex offender registry list. As a matter of fact, he has made statements that borderline lets me think he's trying to protect these disgusting men. You understand? And
along with the Minister of Justice.
And you are the Minister of Justice and don't want to release the sex offender list?
No, he's not. He's not the Minister of Justice. The Minister of Justice is Delroy Chuck.
Oh, he's the Minister of National Security.
Yeah. Chung is security. Chuck is Minister of the oh shit.
Thanks for the correction. So he's the Minister of National Security. I'm saying
Horace Chang. Horace Chang is the Minister of Security.
So how can you have a Minister of National Security that is being accused of these things and then coming out and saying if you get raped and a year pass and you don't report it, don't even bother report it because it's not going to be valid anymore. Allegedly, this man said this out of his mouth, you know, and I love to say alleged. Because them not come for me, you know, and them not care me go court, you know. But trust me, the evidence is out there. You understand what I said? The evidence is out there of this man saying this. Shout out to Nardo in the building. Salute. So, me I say, like, how is Jamaicans not in the street at Devon House in their thousands? Hundreds of thousands.
No, not Devon House. God knows. God knows.
Why is this telling me about warning? Are they trying to lock down my stream again? You give me a second. Man. Warning what? Stream current. Okay. It looks like they're messing with my stream again. My buy rates are dropping. Alright, so me have to go drop you off I call. Yeah, my boss, thanks for calling in.
One
next time we talk.
Yeah, man. Yes, my brother. Give a thanks.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Because we have a lot to talk about. You know?
Yeah, man. Trust me. You already know. Respect for the call.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Respect to you, General, for calling. Let me see if this thing will move now. If the stream I go run better, but it tell me say the stream I go like have issues because there's not enough frames and all of these things. So I just want to make sure say the thing running smooth. So to the gent, it look like it good now. All right, to the gentleman's point, ladies and gentlemen. Right, salute to Deanne Bernstein in the building. How you doing? Salute. Welcome to the show. I talked about multiple things. The main part of this show is to highlight these two gentlemen, Mr. Andrew Holness and Mr. Nigel Clark. I truly believe that these two men are two house slaves. He said, you have an advocate for another independent party because the opposition is just as bad or worse than the government. That's why Jamaica is where it's at right now. I agree that both parties truly does not serve the better interest of the collective. One of them is a little better than the other, in my opinion, but one of them is really, really, really bad. One of them, the track record of the JLP is ridiculously bad. Human rights violation, all that. Stealing, all that. You know? Up until this point, up till now. And them can't say a lie, me I tell, because them have 8 people in the government out of 22 that is under investigation for illicit enrichment. What that means is that somebody is stealing money from the Jamaican purse, or tax dollars, the people, and they had a 200 to 300 pay increase, 300% pay increase, 200 to 300% pay increase. They raise their own pay. We are the boss, they are the employee, and they raise their pay without our consent, without our approval. But they won't raise the pay of the teachers, the nurses, and everybody else that needs it. The police as well, the soldiers, they all need to raise the pay. Right? They need good training as well. They need to she said, what? She following you? Man, DN, you know DN is a staple over here. Hey, don't get too you know what I'm saying, on yourself, right? But yeah, man, oh man, this has been a stream. I want to thank everybody for pulling up. You said membership or Discord only streams for certain topics. However, I feel the general public, need to know what's up. Yep. I'm gonna try and keep it on that line of within the policy, of course. I'm also gonna try and find another platform where we can really go in and deep dive into a lot of the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this potential earthquake, 9 point something earthquake, and tsunami that everybody is dreaming about. Man, listen, I've heard Peter Chambers talk about disasters coming to Jamaica. I've heard Mark Stewart talk about a lot of disasters coming to Jamaica after the eclipse that happened in America. They broke it down. Shout out to Drafting a bit of my Caribbean brother. Support the channel in any way you feel comfortable. Yes, like the video, share the video with 10 people, right? Subscribe to the platform, right? And donate to the platform. Those are the 4 ways. How do you donate? Let me show you how. The donation link, the anonymous link is pinned, so nobody has to know that you donated. You don't have to put your name, right? Let me show you how. These links right here on the screen is on all of my pages. You can go to my page, open up the links. You're going to see the anonymous link. You're going to see the WhatsApp community. You could join the WhatsApp community. If you want to reach out to me like that brother just did a while ago, he just reached out to me, y'all. All right? The PayPal direct link is there as well. We have the Zelle. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. All of that. All right? Follow all of my channels. All right? Trust me. So she said, what? Kevin Ellis, Bolo, your head. What? What are you talking about? Your head? What's she talking about? She being funny. Anyway. Shout out to Miss Genesis. So yeah, man, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been on here for 3 hours. I did not expect this to go this way, but thank God it did. Thank God for the person that came in the chat. And I don't know if anybody else wants to call in or hit the link. The StreamYard link is available. All right. The StreamYard link is available, ladies and gentlemen. Timo, I don't know if you're still in the building. Miss Genesis, I don't know if you want to add anything. I'm just calling out the brave ones, the ones that's comfortable. You know, some people are busy, some people are at work. Who else? Even the person named D Mums. D Mums, if you're still watching, hit the link. All right? And tell me after the evidence I've shown, where do you stand? Hit the link. Calling you out. D Mums. Sharon says she's not available. Timo must be at work. You already know what time it is. It's daytime. It's evening time. We get it, right? But I really want to thank you guys for pulling up and being a part of this live stream. Please share it. Let's get to 100,000 views, goddammit. Yeah, let the word go out. Everybody needs to hear this. Let the word go out. Do your part. We got 104 people watching. So if 104 people share this link with 10 people. Not it can't be 10. It's got to be like 100. Nah. Share it with 10 people. And ask those people to share it with 10 people. It'll get there. It'll get there. Trust me. It'll get there. We just need it to be in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? We just need it to be in the algorithm, y'all. Stay out of Kevin Ellis. Oh, shoot. You know, I'm sorry and I apologize. Hey, I am sorry and I apologize, man. Oh, T-Mo, you at work, huh? We got Pat W in the building. How you doing, Pat? Boy, Pat, you got to catch the replay, boy. This one was a banger. All right? This one was I'm sorry, Kevin Ellis. I apologize. I ain't trying to be in y'all business, all right? Yeah, I should have left that one alone. Y'all walked right into that mess. Yeah, catch the replay, y'all. Nobody hitting the link, all right? And guys, you don't have to support me while I am live. You can give donations anytime you want. Like I said, the links are right there on the channel. You don't need me to be here, right, to show love to the platform. All right? When you open up my channel, you see all them links. Yeah, watch. He said, hello, I'm going to watch it. I just subscribed. Pat W, is that Pat? Pat, how comes you ain't subscribed to this platform? What going on? And shout out to Hot Off the Press. The gentleman I just spoke to a while ago told me he heard about me from Hot Off the Press. So salute to Hot Off the Press, man. Yes, sir. God is great. God is great. All right. So I have a lot of windows open too, so that might be the problem. But let me show you what I'm talking about, right? Here we go. So when you go to my channel, right, you open it up on your phone. You see right here, this channel is an offspring of Bolo VNR. Please explore the content, right? Boom, right here. All these links, boom, right there on your screen, right? You have the anonymous link at the top, the WhatsApp community where you can join the group. So if you want to get all your notifications, the PayPal direct link is another way to, let me show you. Boom, see right there? See right there? That's it. See? Boom. All right? Boom. Donate. All right? All right? Bolo VNR, my other channels, you can subscribe. Definitely go subscribe. The Zelle information. For the Zelle, you gotta either email me, WhatsApp me the receipt, or send it to me on Instagram. And here you are. Follow me on Instagram. Win with Bolo. Follow me on Twitter. All right? My email address is right there. All the information you need, ladies and gentlemen, for you to support the channel at any point you desire to do so. All right? And I've been on here 3 hours. I thank you, and I yield the floor. All right? I yield the floor. I made my point. We out of here. We out of here, man. Y'all have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here in 50 seconds. Shout out to Timo, Miss Genesis, Strawberry Tan. No, I have 2 channels. I have 3 channels, Pat W. 3 channels. Bolo VNR Clips, and Bolo VNR 2.0. Welcome to Bolo VNR 2.0, baby. Yeah. Hey. Salute to Kevin Ellis. Who else in the building? Draft. Salute. Dion Bernstein. Nardo. Salute. Miss Collins. Kevin Pierce. Strawberry 10. I'm out of here, baby. 8, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.